What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I am here with my co-host JohnnyKpicks. How you doing tonight, Johnny?
Pretty good. I got off work, got a beer in my hand, ready to talk some fights, and win some money this weekend.
Yes, sir. Sorry we're late today, man. I had to work over. Been trying to rush home, getting stuck in traffic. Getting sick of this shit.
The worst.
It is. It's literally the worst, dude. I can't wait to move away from my big city. But yeah, man. So what'd you think about last week's card?
I was one of the unfortunate bettors that had Kai Kara-France that should have won that bet and kind of messed up my night because I would have definitely been in the green, but I ended up losing like little about 1.5 units or so. And but if Kai Kara-France should have got the nod, I would have been up a little bit, like maybe like around a unit. So it was a little bit of a swing there. But other than that, the fights were okay. Nothing amazing. I like the Kai Kara-France fight. That was a good fight, but
It was.
the decision was just the wrong decision. So what are you gonna do? I'm not as salty, but I'm still salty.
Oh, I get fucking salty out of all the flavors I could choose, it's salty. That's what I'm gonna choose is salty because, dude, come on, man. He won that fight. I was in Columbus watching, my nephew's watching, and he was like, yeah, Kai, he don't even, he was playing the UFC game, but he don't really know the fighters, but he was like, yeah, that dude won. He won. It sucked. I could have had a clean sweep if Malarkey would have kept his hands up, and I just like, if you rewatch that, he just like stutter steps in.
I know, and he forgot. He forgot what he was doing. He was like, I'm just gonna fake him out, and oops.
It was like the controller fell out of his hand on the game or something, and the dude just like, But yeah, man, that and the Kai Kara-France stuff. But the casino's killing me, man. I got one bet in so far, and I have a bunch of other bets I want to make, but they won't release the prop lines. And they did this to me last week. So last week I put a thing on my Patreon with my 10 best bets, and 9 out of 10 hit, and the one that didn't hit was Kai Kara-France. So almost 10 of 10. But my second most confident bet was the Creedy Silva under 2.5. And my casino last week released every single prop line except that one. So when I went there Thursday night, I ended up putting in Malarkey because I thought Malarkey was going to win, dude. I watched tape and then I put him with Creedy Silva because I knew she was going to dust that girl. And then this week, like I said, they're doing it again and not releasing the lines. I almost went today and just put in 5 money line bets, but I'm like, dude, I'm not going to let them do it to me again. So, but I ended up winning 1.3 units, but last week. But if Kai Kara-France would have got that nod, I would have won 6.3. So it was a pretty big swing for me.
Yeah,
it sucks. And then we'll get one back, but it doesn't feel as good because when you get one back, you just already know they're going to take that back from you again. It's like
I got a lot of over unders and fight to start rounds in this card because I feel like this card especially is good for like parlays. Last card was good for single bets. I think I only had one parlay and the rest were single bets. But this one, I mean, there's a couple good spots, but
you got to parlay like a lot of the round props though, because I don't like.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Lines. Yeah.
I think I only got 3 money line like plays, and then the rest are over unders and fight to starts and stuff like that for my parlay bets. I have 4 total bets, but I'm going to probably get 1 or 2 more for sure.
I like it. I got 1, and I better get some more. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. We got Jumbo Loco in the chat. First comment, man. He said, "Hey guys, I only got enough time in my enough in my DK account for 1 bet this card. I got to make it a good one." I like it. You got what? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. You got to figure the most safe one though.
I know that's what I'm trying to think. Just off the top of my head, I'm gonna look through the card.
Dude, I got some weird bets, man, that I want to put in that everybody's gonna think ain't gonna hit, and I'm like confident they're gonna hit. So we'll see. Jim, what is up? Jim and Amy in the house tonight. He said, "Hey everyone, good luck on this pay-per-view. It should just be a per view. Shouldn't even be a pay for this thing, man." Spending no loonies and
you're paying for the co-main. You're paying for the co-main. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because I know like BC Dave has floor seats to the fights, which is cool. Like when you go to them fights in UFC and it hasn't been in Canada in a long time, you're going to be happy. But like, it's kind of like a crazy card. But
yeah.
But yeah. So what's up, Johnny? Cheers with the Miller.
James and Amy.
not drinking no more out the shoe no more. I gotta win every shoey bet I ever put in again. That was terrible. Jim said, "What's up, Cody? What is up, man? Cheers." Eric the Red 23. What's up, guys? I'm new here. Found blood money on with DFS. Let's find some good spots. Let's go, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, especially after checking out that show last night. That was a good, fun show too. Lou Betcha.
Yeah.
It was Gordo Gambles and Brady. I was like, yeah, it's the three best dudes. And then Brady, what's up? I don't know if you like that. Johnny said, what's up, everyone? Cody will be on shortly. Yeah, he's running a tad late, but shouldn't be too long. Eric said, was you on with Lou Betcha? Props to consider.
Yeah, he was talking to me when I was in the chat a little bit. I wasn't on that show, but I was on a different show with Lou Betcha a few weeks ago. But hopefully one of these days I'll get on that show, the props one. Me and him were having a little bit of scheduling conflicts every time he tried to get me on. So
that's how mine is. But yeah, man, definitely you come here, you get two really good cappers, and we do the show and we'll do a bunch of jokes and just have a good time. And yeah, man, you're gonna get both of our picks at the same place at the same time. So appreciate you coming out, man. Pink Floyd, what is up? Pink Floyd always hanging out. He said lots of fights and fighters on this card. I can't wait to see, and in Canada too, because Pink Floyd's in Canada. So everything's on fire there though, or something, right? It's burning.
Yeah. All of it's on the East Coast, all the smog and the smoke and stuff.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's pretty nuts, man. Got you. I thought you was just on the last one. Must be someone with similar name.
I was on the last DFS show, not yesterday's, but the one before that on
last
Saturday.
Week?
Last week. I was on that one. Yeah.
I'm about to win.
Didn't do that well, dude. I was so freaking mad. I did like 2 shots. Like I called my shots on the Silva fight, and
I seen you took Silva's second round.
Second round happened first, and I took Miller's second round knockout, and happened in the first round. I'm like, mother.
And then we probably paid pretty good on both of them, huh? Because you doubled up the Silva, right? That was your double bet.
Yeah, that would have been my double if it would have been the second round, but it was like really freaking quick. But I knew it was gonna happen. I just wanted to call my shots and hopefully catch up. But now I'm like last probably.
It just takes a couple. It just takes you to hit one week. You could get 20 units, 30 units. That's what Lou did. I mean, that's what I did. I got like 18 one week. I'm about to get another 18 this week. I'm at like 24. I'm catching Lou. I got to win this. I think I get like $100. And
now
don't they have a belt or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear that motherfucker every show. Just gonna come in with the belt, just do it every time. Jenna Marie, what is up? She said, I'm coming for that 200K to first place on DK. Okay, on the big tournament. Yeah, this weekend they got the pay-per-view tournament. Well, I hope you hit it. I really do, Jenna. And thank you for hanging out with us again, man. And he said, sorry, everybody, I was late. Shafiq in the house. Let's get it, my G's. I believe Shafiq's in Canada too. So they get the home field advantage this week.
There you go.
We got to add that into bets for sure. But appreciate you, Shafiq, coming out, man, as always. We said Derek Izzy with the freaking algorithm. He said, I've got 2 house payments now. Need some big money this weekend. I don't know. I don't care. I don't think he cares. I tell him, everybody check out Derek Izzy on Instagram because that's where he posts his fight algorithm, and it's amazing. He's got ones to pick the winners of the fight, but then he's got the fight ending algorithm, and it might only pick 1, 2 to 3 fights in a week, but they hit. I think it's at like an 80, 85 or more percent clip. This week, the one is this Nunes fight. That's the one that's the only one that's like got super high odds to finish. Special Ed, he said it's okay to be a little slow. Yeah, it's never hurt me. It's never hurt me. WW, what is up? But thank you for coming out, Special Ed too, and he's been supporting my channel for our channel for a year and a half more. Dude. So appreciate that, Special Ed coming
always.
Out. WW said, let's go. Daz Files, Mr. MMA community himself. He said, cooking with gas. Let's go. Come back for the week. Yep. Some of Duck Dynasty.
Same here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good comeback week, man. Just got to pick the spots right because it's another dude. Every single card is tough. It's so hard to just find that card where you go in and you feel super confident. I mean, I feel super confident on most of my bets, but they're still like iffy. Even like I felt good about Linz versus Grishin last week. I mean, it was still tough, but and then Zaleski dos Santos. Like I thought he could have won 30-27. and they had a fucking split because the first round was like he did way more damage, and then the second round and third round I thought he clearly won, and then but like the first round like he was doing more damage, and I think Nurmagomedov landed a takedown with like 40 seconds left, but he had already like
I don't know why that went to split either. I was gonna riot if they gave it to Nurmagomedov because there's no way.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised.
Me too. I was very surprised.
Yep. James said we had Reed, Danteo, and Linz and Amir and had no bets on them. Oh man, weird judging again on some of those. Yeah, super, super weird, ridiculous. Like I said it. I said it on Twitter on Sunday. I said it on my show, but it's shocking that James Krause literally had one fight that we know that we're like that looked messed up, and then there was some bet and all that, right? But they send the FBI, CIA, everybody over and raid his gym, house, fighters, do all this stuff for like one. These judges have done at least like 30 to 50 fights, like rigged in the last like 3 years, and just in the COVID era, and they never get invested. They don't even have to freaking explain themselves. It's wild.
It's crazy.
CJ UFC Picks, what is up, Carlos? He said, "What up, guys? Who's ready for the stacked UFC pay-per-view event?" LOL, just joking, but at least we get some fights. Yep, my show is back at it, and I have some solid bets on deck. Yeah, I listened to it today. Yes, it was a good show, man. Good to have you back. So everybody check out CJ UFC Picks, man. He puts out some good content, good picks, usually has different guests on and stuff. So definitely everybody go check him out on YouTube for sure.
Yes, sir.
James and Jim said, full of malarkey. What a burn on our part. Yeah, dude. Sheesh. Figgy T.
I was this close to parlaying him with something. I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth it. Like he's minus 400. Nah, I'll pass.
I should have just bet Creamy Silva. I just tried to add a little value on her. That's what I get. That's why I don't even know. I'm not good with parlays, man. Because unless it's like Natalia Silva, and I just add her on for value on everything. But Figgy T though, Kai Car-France's decision wouldn't have been too bad if Amir won round 1, 2, and 3. Round 4, that was like
that's true,
and he don't have to explain it, and he'll probably be judging at this one.
Like no, I think he the guy who gave Amir round 4, he gave Kai round 1. So if I think that's correct. But if he would have just switched those two around, like then it still would be the same. But it's just if he would have gave round 1 to Amir instead of round 4. Then it probably wouldn't be as big as a deal because round 4 was like the clearest round that Kai won out of the whole fight. Yeah. Like there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So then they work for a commission. You would think you would have bosses, you know what I mean? Because it's not like they're judging 100,000 fights a week. Like their bosses, they could literally have a boss that goes back through the fights and make sure, like, check their judging and be like, all right, like if you were at work and you messed up, and they'd be like, all right, you did kind of bad on this, you got to watch this. And then the next one, when you watch a fight like that and you question them, like they should get fired, suspended, nothing. Next week he'll be at the next one. So it's just kind of crazy.
I hear you.
Anthony W watching PFL, boys, gonna watch this one back. Appreciate you coming and throwing in a comment for us though. But PFL's on tonight. We're gonna make this kind of a quick show because I gotta run to I'm at the run of the casino anyways tonight, as long as they drop all them lines. Eric said, I dig the paintings in the back. Those are dope. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I got a whole bunch of them. Got some up there with the Adam Sandler and the Tyson and stuff, but I got to figure out a way to be able to show all of them. But
you're going to be so small when you do. You're going to be like this small when we see you.
I know. Yeah, I'm at to move away.
Your hand would be like right here, like, hey, guys.
Yeah,
you see all your other stuff.
I still got some new paintings to put up too, dude, and they're super cool. You'll like the one for sure, definitely. Andrew O'Hara says Ige for all the units. Eesh.
I like Ige, and I like this week. I mean, I love Nate the Train, but this is a tough one.
Yeah. PFL is on right now. Bunny Hunter said, "What's up, my ninjas?" He said, "Pray for Russia." I know. The more you read into stuff gets weird. MPTV, but Bunny Hunter, man, appreciate you coming out every single week for real, hanging out and giving out big good bets. I'll always remember the Christian Rodriguez, man, lock of the card plus 190 or 200. So that's good stuff.
Crazy.
MPTV said, "Hey fellas, permission slip signed."
There we go.
It's no battered husband today. This get a little time with the boys. Oh yeah, dude, man, it's a tough life because I go to bed at like 8:30 at night, so I haven't got to watch The Ultimate Fighter yet. And then I'll wake up and I'll forget, and I'll go to work and I'll start scrolling through Twitter or something on the right when I get there, because usually at work I can't even look at my stuff. I usually see. Yeah, always watch the Best Bets show. Oh yeah, Brady's Best Bets show is phenomenal. Brady's great. I like Brady, man. He brings people in and gets the community going and stuff like that, and helps everybody out, because not everybody does that. Not everybody in this community is there to help people. A lot of them want to pull you down, you know, and just try to make you look dumb. But when you ain't dumb, can't make you look dumb. You know what I mean?
It's true.
James said, Cody, good call on Lins. We had him too, but no play. Wish we had. Yeah. It was even a little more dominating than I thought it was going to be, but he took some big shots, but he delivered them right back, dude. Like Grishin and him both have good chins, because they both took some big shots. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I liked Lins a lot. Like because he's as big as Grishin. You know what I mean? Grishin's usually gigantic on people, but this is another dude that fought a heavyweight and 6'3" and longer reach and all that. Shafiq, that's right. Wish they would have brought it back to Toronto. Yeah, I'm sure, and they'll be back soon, because they've been going back everywhere, or like to Boston and New York a couple times 1 year. So Lay, UFC Gambling Addicts, what is up? I listened to his breakdown yesterday too, but he said absolutely dust that like button. Let's go this weekend, lads. Yeah, everybody, if you don't know UFC Gambling Addicts Lay, dude, go check his stuff out. He's got the best smoke breaks. He's got the best voice, best voice in the game, and he got some excellent picks, man. So check him out. He's on Instagram at UFC Lay, and then UFC Gambling Addicts. And I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him. I'm trying to get him on a live show with us. I think
I'm on Lay.
I got to keep buttering him up. But yeah, dude, that's my number one guest. That's the biggest guest I want to get on our show. Is Lay.
Yeah,
he's awesome. One I've been talking to since the beginning. Like before I even seen that, when you talk about there's good people in the community that are bigger up people like Brady, Lay commented on the first video I ever put out, you know, and that made me want to make more videos. Yeah. So like, and then there's other dudes that come and they're bigger in the community. They might come on and be like, man, you suck at this, or your lighting sucks, or whatever. You know what I mean? So they're different kind of people, and Lay's one of the good ones. So definitely check that out. UFC Gambling Addicts. Like I said, best voice in the game too. Second best voice in the game, Lou Betcha. What is up, man? He said, in honor of the Sheik, I call you two of my favorite jabronis. You two are better than the Raisin Balls Hulk Hogan. Dude, yeah. That's Lou's guy too. So RIP Iron Sheik. And I know a lot of people seen that. If you've seen that, RIP to him. He's funny. Unfortunate. Dude, man. Yeah. And Lou does the best impersonations and stuff too. And man, I've seen Lou all over the shows today, dude. I've seen him on a couple.
Yeah, I know he's been doing like a show a day lately, maybe two sometimes.
Yep, and that's good though, man. He puts out the good props, like I said, in the Best Bet show, man. Brady and the MMA Engine and all that. He's winning it with like 34 units. You're close. Yep. You're right there with them. It's like, yeah,
I am not close at all.
Yeah, Lou with the yam bags, dude. He picked that yam bag, won 20 units in one fight. So if you like props and stuff like that, oh yeah, check out Lou Betcha on Twitter. And then the MMA Engine, that's where he'll put out all the shows with Uncle Weezy, Brady, DFS by the numbers. You might know that, dude. And they just put it in the Monk too. So they got a bunch of shows, dude. And it's great. MMA Engine, definitely check that out. And I appreciate you coming out, Lou. Jim said the Berserker in the house. Yeah, dude. Jim, you're gonna have to post that. You're gonna have to post that. I don't know if you can do links on here, but I think you can, because Johnny does them hand porn links. Put the link to your fight, dude. That was a good fight. James showed me a fight on YouTube, so you can go watch it. And he went to go fight a dude in a karate match, and then the dude was like, "No, I just want to box." So then he ends up boxing, dude. He ain't got no shoes on. And he goes nuts. He goes the whole time he's going at him. I love it. It's Trevor Peak style, Trevor Peak-esque. Okay. So yeah, man, if you can put up that link, James, put that up, Jim. Lou said, I got to support the boys in the only way I know how, sheer insanity. The best way. That's the best
only way.
Yep.
Only way.
Yeah. Eric said, what's up, Lay? That's what I'm saying, man. Eryk, you come out, you hang out on this show, you're going to have a ton of the big guys coming out, talking, having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Jordan, what is up? So what's up, y'all? He said, Johnny and Blood is always a good time. Watching PFL now. Yeah, I'm going to watch the replay. Luke, what's up, everyone? Let's go do Bronx. Thank you, Luke and Ryan, for coming out. Let's go do Bronx. You know what time it is. Dave's not here. You know what kind of money involved? Some of the fights are not called right. It's so much. A lot of money. And there's some judges getting paid good. Yep. Sal Diamato, they just fly him around the world. Chris Lee. He'll judge. The one dude, I don't know which judge it was. He judged Rufian Stotts and Danny Sabatello in like Maine or Connecticut, robbed freaking Danny Sabatello on Friday night, flew to Vegas the next night. And I think that's when he robbed Jan or he robbed somebody. It's like, why is that dude?
I don't remember who the judge was, but I know that happened. I can't remember his name.
18 hours apart. You flew him across.
Was it like
country?
Paul something?
Can't remember.
Like Paul, I don't remember his last name.
But fuck that guy. Fuck Paul.
Yeah. I remember one time, and I don't know if it was the same weekend or whatever, but it might have been UFC Las Vegas, where this guy just had he fucked up 3 scorecards on that card alone. Yeah, like he just had bad scorecards.
Yep. Kareem, what is up? He said, I need the Golden Knights tonight. Your prayers. I'm pulling for you. Bunny Hunter. Fighters should sit out and not fight to protest these judges. I was on the side of O'Malley Jan because I was counting on the judges to give it to him regardless. Right. It makes sense, dude. Patty, O'Malley. Albazi, they don't want to see Kai fight Moreno for a third time. You know what I mean? So why? What would be better? Let's have Albazi.
They just literally thought it was a close enough fight to where they can get away with it, but no.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. I mean, it was a close fight, but it wasn't that.
And the thing is Dana White and the UFC and them don't give a shit, because if they did give a shit, they'd be really like, Dana White is so vocal about every other fucking thing in the world.
He said nothing about
this. No, you didn't hear shit when Patty got that decision. You seen him praying with Portnoy. You know what I mean? And I actually like Dana White, but like some of these guys, I mean, it gets old when you're talking about millions of dollars shifting because of this some dude going and they don't. Don't get me started, Johnny. I feel like you're getting me started here.
I know. I'm getting you all crazy. My bad, dog.
Next time there's fights in Canada, get Craig or Matt Allen from UFC Fight Night picks. Yeah. I would like to.
Yeah, they're from Canada.
I watched them when I first started watching stuff. What's your algorithm for that blood? Yeah. Let them know, Derek. Put some up there. Yeah, dude. Let's get it, boys. Sleeper card on high potential for profit. Exactly. Yeah. Your mom bets. What is up too, man?
She bets all right.
Not like Dylan's mom. Not like Dylan Hines' mom. I haven't seen Dylan for a while.
Yeah.
I've seen his mama. I seen his mom. I ain't seen him in here for a while though.
He's just not at home when you're over there.
No. He wouldn't want to be. He would not want to be. Shaking the rafters. All right. Let's get into this fight card, everybody. UFC 289. The first fight that I've wrote down is David Dvorak versus Steve Erceg. I'll let you start this one, Johnny.
So I know there's a lot of Erceg love on this week, and again, I kind of see where they're coming from, but I don't know if people are forgetting that Dvorak is very good. I'm not saying he's amazing, but he's good everywhere. He's got good grappling. He's a better striker than he is, I think, grappling, but he's definitely going to have the better striking edge in this fight, like leaps and bounds better. Grappling, I mean, probably Erceg will have the better grappling, but I think Dvorak will play it safe enough if he gets taken down. And that's another thing. He has very good takedown defense, too. So I don't even know if this fight's going to get to the mat. The first round will be the most dangerous round for Dvorak, but after that, I think he pulls away and either gets a late finish or a decision. But I like Dvorak a lot. And at minus 260 range that's at right now, and he was minus 400 and went all the way down. I'm probably going to throw him in a parlay because this line is a little out of control, I think, because I think people are just they're trying to find the new Naimov this weekend. Right. I think Erceg is the new Naimov. And yeah, Naimov won, but it took him a lucky shot where he was losing the whole fight. I mean, this could happen again. Maybe Erceg losing a whole fight and he gets a rear naked choke out of nowhere. But I like Dvorak, though. I think he's way better than Jamie Malarkey in that division. So give me Dvorak I'm going to say by decision, though.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. David Dvorak's a well-rounded fighter. He's got good kickboxing, super patient, super accurate. Doesn't have too many wasted movements for nothing. Pretty good offensive wrestling, pretty good grappling. You seen against Manal Cape, he kept getting rocked and hurt against Cape, but he was able to land some takedowns. He almost got his arm and shoulder ripped off, but was able to survive that. And I watched Erceg, man, and I was just not that high on him. Like, he is big for the division. He's fought, low level guys. He's fought the same low level guy twice, but all the people he fought are not that good. He's got decent wrestling where he kind of wants to like take your back and try to trip you, use weird trips. I've seen him like sticking his leg in between the dude's legs and just pulling him to the ground, stuff like that. And once he's able to get him to the ground, he's able to do some pretty good work, but it's over such low level guys. Like the fact that he's not going to come in and do that to David Dvorak. Like, I think that David Dvorak, I mean, in Erceg might land a takedown or a trip or something in that first round, but Dvorak's going to have good jiu-jitsu. He'll be able to stay safe, get up, and he's going to beat the shit out of this kid. Like, I thought that Dvorak beat Mateus Nicolau. You know what I mean? So he should be able to handle Erceg. What I see happening is him stopping any takedowns that come his way. And then I see him beating up that lead leg of Erceg because Erceg doesn't move around. He just kind of like plods forward, like you don't move his head. He's not bouncing nowhere. His leg's going to be right there. I think Dvorak just bounces around. So I want to pick Dvorak by TKO. I don't think he subs Erceg, but I think he can beat up that lead leg and then start going upstairs with big shots, when he can do a lot of damage to Erceg's lead leg. So give me Dvorak. I think he can get the finish here. I really do. I think he gets the TKO. He's got 20 wins and he's finished 16 of them 20 wins, 8 KO, 8 subs. He's a dangerous guy. So give me him to stop Erceg and get the win. I don't know if I'll be betting him after the straight malarkey bull crap. Isn't that what malarkey means? Doesn't that mean like bullshit or something?
Pretty much, yeah. It's malarkey.
yeah. So yeah. After that, I don't know if I'll be throwing.
I'll be honest though, I'm more confident in Dvorak winning again than Malarkey was, and you're getting a better line with Dvorak.
Right.
I still thought Malarkey was going to win though, but
yeah, I would have had Jim Miller on mine, but my casino didn't put that line up early either.
Oh, I love that one.
Let's see what everybody says. We got Mushroom MMA in the building. What is up, man?
Mushroom.
Everybody do go check out Mushroom MMA. He's going to have a live show tonight after ours. I believe it starts at 9 or 10 o'clock. He'll come on, give his best bets and stuff. And he's funny as hell. He's a real dude. So you go on a show and you're going to get a big show of a bunch of stuff and bells and whistles. You just get straight up picks and just some good words and jokes, dude. I love Mushroom. So everybody check out Mushroom on Twitter. And Mushroom MMA here. Go hit him with the subscribe, man. We need to get him up to 1,000 subs. He deserves it.
Yes, sir.
Been a part of the community for a long time. So, a lot of rabbit holes to look down. If I just hope it don't. I mean, it's almost getting as bad as boxing. I mean, if you go think about it, Lomachenko got robbed 2 weeks before the Kai Kara France. So you got both of these commissions just out here robbing people and like ruining careers. Kai Kara France said he lost $100K because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
A lot of money.
Crazy.
And a ranking too.
Yeah. And then they put
a potential title fight again. Potential. I'm not saying that they would give it to him, but
because has Kai Kara France and Pantoja fought? Think how good of a fight that would be, dude. If Pantoja beat Moreno for a third time, and then
she will.
Yeah. Mushroom said, "What's up, Johnny? Effie, what is up? Any Action Sportscast? Everybody go check him out on YouTube and Instagram, man. He's posting good shows. I'm actually listen to his tonight on the way to the casino. I got to listen to his, and our boys Broke Bets are the ones that I still need to listen to this week. And I got to comment on Lays because I listened to Lays at work today or yesterday, and then I forgot to comment. And I hate when I do that. That's why I try to go and comment at first, like I'm listening to it right now, just in case I forget when I'm done listening to it to comment. But everybody check out Any Action Sportscast, Any Action Effie. He's been doing this for a long time, dude, and he deserves the subscribers for real. So everybody check his stuff out. And he's smart, makes sharp bets on all sports. So see Mushroom knows what's up, Effie. Victor, what's up, guys? What is up, Victor? How you doing tonight, bro? Any Action? He says, Shroom, what's up, brother? Getting ready for this Stanley Cup game. Easy money. Is that what they were talking about? that Kareem was talking about? The Golden Knights or something like that?
Yeah, Golden Knights and Panthers, Florida Panthers.
Carlos got Dvorak.
What's your bets, Effie, tonight?
Yeah, let everybody know.
I know you got bets. 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Dvorak. Izzy got Dvorak by finish. I like that. So maybe I might have to look at that because shit, for the first time, by the time I get to the casino and they release all this, they're gonna have every line. Like I get decision this night. Usually they just release like Tuesdays the over unders, and then Thursday, Friday they do all them props. But now they're
crazy.
Raggedy bitches, bro. They would not drop them. Thanks for the shout out as always, Cody and Johnny. No problem, man.
No problem.
You shout us out all the time too, and you make great content, dude. And even before you started making content, you was always helping everybody in the community, commenting on everything and being a great dude. So definitely appreciate you hanging out with us every week too, Mushroom, for real. Belbita cheese. the flight on Tough. See, I what up, Jorge too. I gotta watch the Ultimate Fighter and then this PFL. The flight on Tough. The fight, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was crazy. I had Loma via decision. I was more sad for Loma and then mad about my ticket. Yeah, because Loma, like 35, dude, he's not. It's just crazy. And he won even clearer than Kai, dude, to be honest. Dvorak tape showed me just a little bit of takedown defense, not enough tape on that. I'm assuming that's why action came in on Erceg. Makes no sense, right? Yeah. Right? Mushroom said, Victor, what's up? James said, all lady parlay this week. Nunes, Maverick for the chatter. I don't mind that at all, really.
I like him.
Kareem, yeah, I cannot wait to bet the house on Pantoja. It's going to be such a good fight.
Love that guy.
They've both changed a lot. Yeah, it's gonna be a dog fight, man. Lay, UFC Gambling Addict said, I know we ain't at the Nate versus Ige fight yet, but some double chance lines just dropped for me. And Nate TKO decision plus 320. That's nice. Because, yeah, that's the two ways. I mean, he's not submitting Ige.
What if,
plus 320.
He's been showing some sneaky submissions lately. What's like a submission decision?
Right, but Ige, that's
well, to be honest, I don't think Nate wins a decision. I think if Nate wins, it's by a finish. I think Ige will win by decision.
You think he could? Yeah.
I think Ige is going to outstrike him for most of the fight. I know we're not there yet, but it's going to be tough.
Like, to be honest, I mean, it's so crazy because, yeah, I know we ain't there yet, but like Damon Jackson, he's got a suspect chin and very suspect striking. And he almost went 2 full rounds with Ige, and Ige really wasn't like just piecing him up. You know what I mean? It was like decent back and forth.
He was winning pretty clearly.
Yeah. He was winning, but it was not like he was just like hurting him and dropping him with every kind of. He hit him with that big.
But that's his style, though, too. I was surprised he actually got the knockout. He's really technical and he takes his time.
Oh, right here, yeah. But plus 320 on that lay, dude. I picked Landwehr, dude, this week. I like Ige, but I don't think he's as good as we think. Like he's only like he's not top 5, maybe even not top. He's like 10, where Landwehr's like 10 to 15. So I don't think the gap is that line. You know,
I don't think so either overall, but I just think the stylistic matchup is what's gonna kind of favor Ige a little bit more here, just because he's a technical striker. If he wasn't as technical, I would probably lean Landwehr because I think that's Landwehr's like a weakness, if you want to say,
in this fight,
because he's hittable. Ige has a quick jab, and Landwehr is going to need to make it a brawl, like he has to, and he does. But he's kind of hittable when he does that, and he can get rocked.
Yep. Effie said Florida to score first. VGK money line Vegas. Under 6. Okay. Biggest bet is the under.
Okay. First 2 games went over.
Yep. Everybody that likes to bet hockey, check out them bets. Yeah, Pantoja fought Kai on Tough, did he? So damn, he beat Kai and Moreno, isn't it? Because he beat Moreno on Tough, right?
I think no. I think not in the UFC. Moreno twice in the UFC.
Okay, because Pantoja, yeah. So wasn't Pantoja
I'm pretty sure
the Latin one or whatever?
Okay. I don't remember. I'll have to look.
That'd be a Because all these dudes, man, I'm telling you, dude, Moreno, like Pantoja used to just kind of little brother Moreno, but I don't think it's gonna go down like that. I think they've both gotten better and bigger, and Moreno's grew into his body a little more now. Eryk, my boy Eryk Savala, what is up? He said just came in to say hi, peeps. Moving sucks. Yeah, it's the worst. See y'all Saturday in the Discord, Layer Cake Discord. Yep, Eric's always in there helping out, putting in news, bets.
He did. Yeah, Pantoja did beat Moreno and Kai Kara France on the same season of Tough.
That's a freaking that's a badass move. How'd he get?
Unanimous decision.
Didn't he finish Moreno once?
Yep. Rear naked choke, and I think the second time was a finish too. No, unanimous decision. My bad.
Yep. Lay said Nate sub decision plus 375. So
it's not that different. I thought it'd be more.
Yeah. Prefer the TKO decision because he's a madman in there looking for violent exchanges.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just showed some like sneaky submission skills. Like he can rock Ige maybe and then go for like the anaconda choke or something crazy.
Right. But I don't think Ige's ever been finished, but he could. But that, like, the thing is I really think Landwehr can just on volume score the decision win. Like, I think that's how he's going to win. I don't think if you get that TKO or decision, right, then you get both of them, right?
Yeah, either one, as long as either one hits.
I don't mind that bet. Leia's a smooth criminal. Yeah. Busting them bookies every weekend. Yep. With the smooth voice, man. He just talks them right out of their money. He's like, look, this is $500. They're like, this is a losing ticket. He's like, look, that's a winning ticket. Good voice. I can't do the English voice. If I could.
I can't either. I won't even try.
My fault. I was rolling up. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. Yeah. Gabriel Gonzalez, what is up? He said every over set at 2.5. Bookies want all the decisions. I think they're going to get a lot of them.
I think they're going to get a lot too. I was just going to say there's like 2 fights that I see going under for sure, and maybe 3, but the rest are going to be over. I'm telling you, there's a lot of overs this card.
Yeah. Ige KO Nate is nice, but that chin has been touched. Yeah, but by knees though, twice by knees. But other than that, he's never been knocked out. Fought some tough Russians. Mushroom said, "I'll be wearing the same hat tonight, Johnny. Black and gold, betting befitting a champion." Yeah, I like that.
Yep. This is my pay-per-view hat.
Pay-per-view hat. Okay, Charlie Olive's hat. Olive's hat. Dave's not here. Ige in and out quick. He is, dude. He definitely is way more technical and crisp. But I don't think he's the knockout guy we really think he is.
No, I think he's going to win by decision. I mean, that's just how I got him. I mean, maybe he can get a knockout, but I think it's going to be more so decision.
Okay. Next fight we'll go to is Diana Belbita, Maria Oliveira. I'm going to start this. Diana Belbita, she's got pretty good kickboxing. She's long, tall, skinny. She throws like her punches are like hooking, looping punches, but she throws them with some power. They'll go around the guard. She hit Hannah Goldie with one, dropped her. And she throws with power. She throws combinations. She likes to end a lot of her combos with leg kicks. But to me, she slows down. Like after the first round, both fights I watched her fighting versus Hannah Goldie and Gloria DePaula, she slowed down a lot. Like in the first round, she was beating up DePaula, and then she just slowed down, and DePaula took over in the second and third round. And then against Hannah Goldie, she dropped her bad in the first round, almost finished her. Second round, she won, but it wasn't like super clear. And then the third round, I kind of thought Goldie won. But and Hannah Goldie's terrible. But Maria Oliveira, she's 1-2 in the UFC. She's fought some pretty tough girls. She's got good striking too, good kickboxing. She throws a lot of kicks. She throws a lot of punches. She throws in combo. She has good power. She's going to be more athletic and more fast than Belbita. I think she's going to throw more volume than Belbita. I think she's going to have more cardio because, like you've seen in the last fight against Demopoulos, where she's probably clearly down 2-0 going into the third round, and she came out and tried to finish Demopoulos, had her hurt too. So she went for it. Showed really good cardio, really good toughness there, and she's got that split decision win over Gloria DePaula. I know MMA math don't add up, But I just think that she's going to throw out more volume. She's going to be more athletic, and she has better cardio. So I'm going to take Maria Oliveira to get the decision. I believe a decision's like plus 140 or something like that too. So yeah, that's how I see it going down.
Yeah, same with me. I'm on Oliveira, but I do think this will be a close-ish fight. Maybe Diana looks better in the first half of the fight, and I think Oliveira will look better in the second half. And this depends on what happens in the second round for me. Whoever wins that second round, I think is going to win the fight. So I think Diana early or Oliveira later, and I'm just going to go with Oliveira. Like you said, I like her. I think she's just has that dog in her a little bit more, if you want to say so. If she does feel like she's losing, or if things aren't going her way, she's just going to put it in the extra gear and go for it. I think Belbita does slow down too as well a little bit, and I think if she thinks she's safe or she's up 2 rounds in the third, I think she'll. I don't want to say she'll cruise, but I don't think she'll give it 100%, and she'll just be safe. And that's where I think she may lose this fight if that happens. So, I like this fight to go to split decision too. I think this will be a very, very close fight. I don't see a finish. I like the over 2.5 a lot. I know it. I got it at minus 270. It's over minus 300 now. But if you want to play either one of these fighters, I would just do the decision prop for either one. I don't see a finish from any of these. You can get a little bit more value that way. So I'm going to go with Oliveira though, but I love the over 2.5 and put that sucker in a parlay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't mind that at all. Mushroom, he's on Belbita by decision. Okay. He likes the kickboxing, maybe a little bit more power in Belbita. It's like you said, it's going to be a close fight, man. It's a 29-28 or split decision for sure, because these girls are pretty even. P. Froy said low level, young, developing fighters, and going to judges scoring equals the definition of a dog or a pass. I like Belbita here anyways, and she's going to get the hometown rub. She's Romanian, but she lives in Canada and she's been there for a while. She's a Canadian citizen. So Jim said, Kareem, let's get the one on the money train. Let's get that one on the money train. Need it. WW says Oliveira hits harder than Belbita, in my opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah, a little more athletic too. But I feel like Oliveira, has she ever dropped anybody? I feel like she dropped Gloria DePaula, but I might be.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
I can look real quick though.
Let me get sexy Maria Oliveira by decision. Love her. LOL. Biased pick. Okay. I'm more of a Belbita girl myself, but I don't discriminate against any of these hot chicks in there. Like Oliveira, yeah. I like the Brazilian ones. Rishi, Poliana. Somebody put up a question about that, and I commented, and they got mad. Derek said, I'm on Oliveira for my bet, but I'd rather be on Bell. That's what I was trying to say.
There you go.
Summed it up for me. I'm still retarded, dude. I'm telling you, after 11 hours at work in the heat, Belbita about to win by easy East robbery. Yeah. On film, it looked to me like Maria mainly uses her hands in her striking, not so much her feet, and Belbita mixes in her striking. Belbita money line. I don't mind that, and she's the favorite now too. It's switched.
Honestly, I think it's the other way around. Personally, I think Belbita uses more of her hands in boxing than Oliveira. But yeah, maybe they're both.
I think they both do more boxing, but Belbita does. She lands some or ends some combos with that kick. So
it's just a close fight. They're both literally the same fighter almost.
Yeah, and they're both like the same size. Yeah,
same size, everything, and they're same level experience almost. It's like crazy.
She dropped Demopolis. Okay, yeah, in the third round. That's what it was. So yeah, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I kept wanting to bet Oliveira, but I'm just gonna stay away. I don't wanna be mad at myself at the end of the night. Victor Diasu says, you guys have any confident bets for Bellator 297? I just want to be there and have zero action. I'll just tell you guys so we can win or lose as a team. I'm gonna do some research because I think me and Patrick and Johnny is gonna do a little show next Thursday for it, right?
Yeah. If you want to do like a super late show and do both, I don't care.
Yeah, we can do
Whatever
that.
Works out.
Oh yeah, we have to be quick. I'm gonna have to get up and drive to that thing the next day. But Eryk the Red said, I heard Oliveira has been doing a Brazilian show and not training much, huh? Maria's good at kicking to keep you at range, but I think B hits harder. That Hannah Goldie shot was. It's going to be a good fight, man. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a finish, but both these girls have knockdowns in the UFC, and that can be rare.
And they're both tough too. Like, they get hit a lot. Both of them do. So, Baby blood.
I haven't seen her for 4 days. How beauty? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be done in a minute. I'll be out in a minute. She went to North Carolina, man, with my parents. So I haven't seen her. Let's see. Eric said Maria's Oliveira. That is Rouses. So what's up, boy? Rouses. Good luck on the bets this pay-per-view. Good luck to you too, and thank you for hanging out. I always think that's bacon, but we know that's hot sauce.
Yep.
Right? It's hot sauce, not ketchup.
That was ketchup at first.
Yes. All right. Appreciate you coming out. Next fight. Whoop. I know I skipped one. I bet to make people happy, I actually skipped one. Blake Bilder versus Kyle Nielsen. You get to start this one.
I'm on the Builder train here. I'm not the biggest fan of Kyle Nelson. He's not awful, but he just doesn't do anything amazing. He's solid everywhere, but I think Blake Builder is kind of the same, but I think he's just a touch better than Nelson pretty much everywhere. I think Builder can use his grappling and wrestling and get him down, and maybe later in the fight. And I do like him a little bit better on the feet, but I can't pay the price tag for Builder. I'm not that confident. I'll be honest. I was more confident when it was like minus 175 range, but he's been bought up to minus 240, 250. So I'm going to stay away. I actually like the over in this fight. It's plus money. I think it goes over. I think there's going to be a lot of wrestling and grappling and clinching up against the cage. Not too much of like in the middle of the cage, like brawling it out or anything like that. So I could see it go over 2.5, but give me Builder by decision. I'm probably going to stay away from that over 2.5, but I do like it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near close to being confident on Builder. Like if you watch him fight Shane Young is not that good. Like he really is not. He's not good at any one aspect of MMA. Like he's okay striking, okay grappling, but he was 1-1 going in the third, dude, and he had to turn it up to win against him. I think people are disrespecting Kyle Nelson a lot. Like he's fought some really tough dudes in the UFC. He's been going up and down. A lot of them are on short notice too. But he's super tough and super durable, man. And I don't think Blake Builder's like really a knockout dude. Like he didn't show really all that much power against Shane Young at all. Like he's got okay wrestling. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. But like I've watched him on the regional scene get dropped by dudes that weren't that good. I've watched him get taken down and controlled by dudes that weren't that good. And then he'll come back in the third round and get a finish. But I think Kyle Nelson's actually pretty good. It's so weird. Like I'm going to take Blake Builder because I like his speed and I like his cardio. But like I think that this is going to be super close. I'm planning on betting the over on this. I'm glad you said you like that. I'm planning on betting the over because I think there's going to be a lot of cage grappling. There's going to be a lot of ground grappling. And even in the striking, I don't think Builder's that dangerous. I think he's got 8 wins, 3 of them's decisions, and in the UFC, I don't think his little quick wins are going to be going like they were on the regional scene and all that stuff. And Kyle Nelson, like I said, dude, he's actually got pretty decent kickboxing. Like that's his actual base, and then he's got like a decent clinch, decent wrestling. His problem is he gets a little tired. But another thing is he's freaking huge, dude. He's going to be a lot bigger than Blake Builder, and that's going to help his grappling because Blake Builder's 5'8" with 68-inch reach, where Nelson's 5'11" with the 71-inch reach, and he's been up at 155 fighting big dudes like Jay Herbert and stuff like that. I just don't think that this is going to be very easy for Blake Builder. Like if he wins this fight, no matter what, like if he don't get the finish, and I really don't think he finishes Kyle Nelson. I think it's going to be like a 29-28, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then he's fighting a Canadian dude. So that could even factor in
the other way.
I'm taking Blake Builder by like a close decision. Like Kyle Nelson grappling, winning that first round, second round, Builder like winning it by a little bit, you know, as his cardio's picking up, and then he clearly wins the third round like he did against Shane Young. But I actually think Kyle Nelson's better than Shane Young. I think Kyle Nelson would beat Shane Young. So
yeah, I think so too.
I think this is going to be a really, really good close fight, and I really do like the over. I think Nelson's durable. I don't really think Nelson finishes Builder. So give me the over. And
the over is like. The over is one of those ones where it's like against the grain. Everyone's going, you know, fight doesn't go the distance or something. I'm like,
Well, a
I
lot
kind
of
of
people
like
are
the other
think
one.
that Blake Builder's like a killer, but he's really not like that
No, he
killer.
didn't even. If he
Like
can't
if
kill Shane Young, there's a problem.
yeah, like it. Let me see. I'm gonna look at something really quick on Tapology. So he's got 1 KO, 4 submissions, and 3 decisions. But I don't know, man. He's fighting like
I
lower
mean,
level guys.
you almost have to take out the regional scene, like in a way. I mean, he's not fighting he's not fighting an up and coming guy, like a newcomer or anything. This guy's proven. Kyle Nelson's, he's solid UFC
Yep.
guy. Like he's not great, but he's not going to be a bum. So,
He
what are
took
the
a
odds
round
of
off.
like?
He took a round off of Troy, and I think that Troy's probably better than Builder, or like that would be a
Mhm.
good fight. So yeah, man. I like the over. I'm picking Builder, like I said, close decision, but
Yeah,
I like the over.
no, same with me.
Let's see what we got here. Mushroom. Oh wait, well, Mushroom says smash the like. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yup.
sir. Appreciate the shout out for that. Kareem, God bless baby blood.
Blood.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her. Yeah, I mean it's that's the longest she's ever been away from us. When we went to Vegas last year, I think we were away about 4 days, but she had a good time. She went to the. My dad had like this giant suite at the casino in North Carolina, dude. They had like 2 rooms and all this stuff. They showed me a video. I'm like, damn, I need that in my life. Kyle getting cut after this L, said Effie. Yeah, if he does take the L, I think he'd be like 1-5-1 in the UFC. So
Yeah,
definitely
probably.
Builder 3rd round decision. I like that right there, Mushroom. That's a good look right there. That's
Yep.
a excellent. What's the odds on that, Mushroom? Watched a bit of tape on these two and just thought dog or pass or major fade. Yeah, man, I'm not that impressed with Builder. I really ain't. Like
Yeah, I
I
don't think
watched a
he
lot
is.
of his regional scene stuff, dude.
It's just a
Builder
weird fight. It's a tough one. I don't know why so many people are on Builder. If this fight should be like minus 175 range for Builder, but so
I
many
think
people
he
have
should
been
be
on
minus
Builder.
150. I think Builder should
Yeah.
be minus. I'm not. We'll see though. Plus, it's in Canada. You got the Canadian
If he
boy.
was more of a finisher, I'd be more on him. But he does have a decent amount of finishes, but I just don't think like in the UFC, it's different. Like, I don't
Right.
think he's going to be a finisher in the UFC. I think this guy's more so a decision guy. Just cardio and outworking you and maybe getting some late round finishes just because he's fighting guys that have no cardio.
Yep. Nelson by KO or dominant decision. Okay, I like that confidence. WW. Kyle, all right. Maybe bet the split. It could be close, and they might
That'd be close, yeah.
like even if Builder clearly wins too, they might try to do like the Zaleski dos Santos type stuff. I love the over in the Builder fight. They have the fight starts round 3 at minus 115.
Ooh, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I really like that one. Great line in my opinion. Yeah, if I and the casino's gonna mess up and let me pick some of them ones. I never get that to be able to get that good of props. I'm always over unders because they don't want to give out nothing. But like I said, gambling's legal in my state on the 28th, so
oh yeah,
it's about to go down.
here we go.
Oh yeah. I read that. Bunny Hunter said Kyle Nelson, the more well-rounded fighter, power and striking, wrestles, and has good takedown defense. Kyle Nelson is worth taking a shot at. I'm gonna regret not putting a big bet on this Nelson money line. Yeah, I think it's gonna be so close. Yeah, Nelson is a great bet at big plus money. He's gonna fight for your money too. He's showed good leg kicks too against Herbert, man. Yeah. Damn near
Minus
talking
115. Minus 115. Round 3 start. I like that a lot. I might actually play that one.
Really
I was a little hesitant on the over 2.5 because, like you said, maybe Nelson tires out in the third, and like Builder gets it right before that 2.5. Kind of like another fight we'll talk about. I messaged you on Twitter about that one.
I like what Derek says here. Here's another weird thing though too that people might not know. He said one of the things we're missing is how much Builder improved since his last fight. He's still new enough for significant improvements. He is. But here's a weird thing that I would have never thought. He's actually 30. He's going to be 33 in a month, almost a month to the day. July 12th, he'll be 33. So it's kind of weird. He started late, but he still can make improvements. Once you get the UFC money, you're at the PI, you got more better training, you're eating better, all that things. Because somebody's first fight to their second fight is usually a big difference.
It is, yeah.
Improvements there. WW Billy Q, Fiera, and Sales are the only fighter to finish Nelson and never in the first round. Kyle is going to bring it. Yeah, and the Ferreira fight, he came out and went guns a-blazing. He went full Trevor Peak in that fight, and then Billy Q finished him late in the third, or in the third, and then Sales finished him
as
late
Billy Q always does.
So
that third round bet, I'm probably gonna throw money on.
I was planning on
betting. Sold me. I didn't even look at that one.
Yeah, I was planning on betting it at. I got it wrote down. I gave the Patreon at plus 120 for the Blake Builder over, but I might just if I can get that starts round 3 at minus 115, I'm not greedy. That's good enough for me.
I'll take it. Yeah, I don't need the plus money if it's close enough like that. It'll save me a lot of sweat in that last 2.5 minutes.
Who put that out there? Oh,
Rouse's. That's a good one.
Excellent. That's the sharp play right there, man. About that time, boys. Panthers to score first. Let's go. Vegas money line under 6. See you on the other side.
There you go.
Bets. I know Effie knows his stuff too, man. He's always showing winning slips on our chats and stuff. Pink Floyd. I just really wanted to fade Kyle until I tape Builder. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Not impressed with his performance. That's for the Canadian. So I don't got the English, but I got the Canadian one. George's Rush. Mushroom lunch packed for your show in 2 hours. I'm off to the park. Better take 2 hours to pack that lunch for Mushroom. Thanks for your support. Yeah, we'll be
probably
over there.
noon. Probably noon for him right now.
I'm gonna be listening to that on the way to the casino, but they still like right now. These raggedy. Let me see if I can even.
I'm just gonna throw down money on before I forget.
No Blake Builder over under possible yet, so I might have to go tomorrow. I've got one bet. I've never been this deep in the week with one bet, man.
Does that make you feel funny?
Yeah, I feel what is it? FOMO. I get that FOMO, man. I fear missing out, dude. YOLO, all that shit, man. It's weird because when I'm
locked it in. This is what you could do, Cody. You just lock it in right now. Boom.
That'd be fucking nice.
It's fantastic. Just want to let you know.
Future. You're living in the future, man. All right, boys. I will be there in a month.
Just get DraftKings. You're good.
Yeah.
I think DraftKings is the best out of all of them.
Is it? See, I'd put money on my bookie a long time ago. I had to buy Bitcoin and do all this shady shit. So, and then I cashed out and I don't know, but I'll like it when it's a little bit more legal. I feel like they can't just if I was up like 30 grand and I'm just doing Bitcoin, I feel like they'd be like, you ain't even in a legal state. Fuck you. I'm taking your money or something. So
true.
We'll see. Next fight is in the women's 125-pound division. We got Jasmine Jasudavicious versus Miranda Maverick. Jasmine Jasudavicious, slow kickboxing. It's not all that great. She's got decent wrestling. She, took, I think, second in the freestyle Canadian games or some national games, something like that, Hunger Games, whatever they got going on up there for it. And she took second there. Decent wrestling. It looked good against the Muay Thai striker last fight, but that girl had no takedown defense. Definitely no. Gabby Fernandez, I believe was her name.
I was on Jasmine too.
Yep, and she looked pretty good in that fight, but like I said, that girl didn't have no takedown defense. But Jasmine's tough.
Zero.
She took a beating from Natalia Silva, and I had the over in that fight, and I didn't know who the fuck Natalia. I knew who she was because I seen her fight, but that wasn't who Natalia Silva was.
That was the crazy thing about that fight. Nobody really knew Natalia Silva. Well, if they did it was like 3 years ago because that was her first fight in forever.
Jasudavicious definitely didn't, dude.
And this girl came out and was a world beater from Jump Street. Yeah, she's a world beater now.
She was hitting her with all the kicks. Jasmine was insane. Chris Tucker. She's like, which one of you kicked me? Dude,
exactly.
That girl's going to the top. But so yeah, man, she took that beating. So she's super durable. Miranda Maverick, she's got pretty good wrestling herself. She's very physically strong. She's gonna be shorter here. You got Jasmine's 4 inches taller with 2.5 inches of reach, but she's gonna be the taller, skinnier girl, where Maverick's gonna be the shorter, thicker, muscular, stronger girl, in my opinion. So the striking is gonna be pretty even. I think Miranda Maverick has better striking. I think she throws with more power, and I think that she's faster. That's the big thing here because Jazz is very, very slow. When it comes to the wrestling, that's where it gets sketchy here. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing my breakdowns, I'm going back and forth on who's going to have the better wrestling. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to go with Maverick just because Like Maverick's strong, dude. Like you've seen her even taking down like Macy Barber, and she's got pretty good wrestling herself. And when you see like Jasmine struggling with Kay Hansen going back and forth and all that, and Kay Hansen doesn't have the best wrestling in the world. And I think she stopped the takedowns, but I watched it, but she was very close to getting her down, and she may have got her down once, but I don't know. But then I know Jasmine ended up landing 2 takedowns of her own through the rest of the fight.
A lot of control time.
Yeah, but give me Miranda Maverick, man. I like her. She's 9 years younger too. That's always helps. And I just think that when they're getting in the clinch, that Miranda Maverick's going to be physically stronger, and I think that her cardio is going to keep up a little better and everything. So give me Maverick, but I think it's going to be a really close decision. Like she's not going to look minus 300 or minus 350, but she's going to win. So it's minus, you know what I mean? But then Jasmine has a chance. Jasmine's tough. So. But I was really going back and forth at first, but the more I'm getting into the week, I'm just thinking about I think Maverick. You see, she said too that she does have a wrestling background. If you've seen on Twitter with she's going with she posted the We Want Picks dudes thing where they was talking about her. She was like, I do have a wrestling background,
and that's what started the revolution today.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Give me Miranda Maverick by close decision.
Yeah, I got Maverick by decision as well. When I first was doing the breakdowns, just like you, I was kind of like, man, Jasmine could win this one. But then I'm looking more and more into it. I'm like, Maverick's the better fighter. Like, the only way that Jasmine's going to win is if she does get those takedowns and gets the control time. But man, I think she's slower. Her striking is slower. She's really tough though, and she doesn't cut off anybody in the cage, and it's gonna be a big cage. Like, she literally follows them, doesn't cut anybody off whatsoever. And if Maverick just stays on the outside and just, get some kicks going, get some pops her 1-2 and goes out again, it's gonna be rinse and repeat, and Jasmine's not gonna be able to get any takedowns. And even if Jasmine gets a hold of Maverick, her takedown of techniques is just basically trips and tries to overpower her opponents. It's not like, double legs, single legs. It's basically almost like judo in a way where it's just, she doesn't change levels. It's all upper body. And against a smaller, shorter opponent who's strong, it's not going to work out too well. So, because it's the lower base, obviously. So give me Maverick. I just think she's going to outstrike her, stuff most of the takedowns. Maybe she gets taken down once, but I think she might even get a takedown of her own because Jasmine doesn't have great takedown defense. So she's usually the one doing the takedowns.
Yeah, we got Mushrooms got Maverick by decision. I like that. And I think it's minus 130, minus 140 for that.
I like that. I think that's how she wins.
That's what I used on Brady's Best Bet show last night.
I like it.
Pink Floyd said Blanchfield and Silva took all the hype from Maverick. She's going to come in here wanting to make a statement.
Well, the judges actually took some of the hype as well because she did beat Macy Barber.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
And the judges totally gave all the hype to Macy Barber, and Macy Barber's not good.
No,
I don't think she's as good as any of these girls. So new one's coming up.
I hope Hebus beats her. Maverick by decision or late sub? That late sub, I mean, and Maverick does go for the finish at all times too, man.
I hope she worked on her grappling and submission game because, man, I forgot what fight that was, but she was like 10 times she was like this close to getting a rear naked choke. And I'm like, just get it.
Against
it was
Shanna
so
Young.
Annoying. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah.
I had the under in that too.
Yeah, that's what I had at the under. I'm like, motherfucker.
Herb Dean said, what do you guys think of a certain MMA capping channel? We Want Picks putting fight breakdowns on Twitter and tagging the fighters, fine or not fine. I don't know, man. I guess whatever works for them. I don't know. I don't do it. I
personally don't care either way. I don't think it's wrong. Do I think it's right? I mean, it's debatable.
Some fighters are going to take it different. Some are going to be like laughing, like whatever, and some will get mad, I guess. I know like Dev the Dude and Chris Curtis won a box. I know that.
Well, my thing is this too. Like, you're a professional UFC fighter, and this is for any sport. You're putting yourself out there,
right,
to be criticized, and you're getting paid to be criticized by fans, by anybody in the world. So if professionals can't take that, I mean, that's part of they have to know going in that you're going to get that from a lot of different people. But you're getting paid for that
Right.
to do that as
Them
well.
dudes what them dudes do on ESPN to like football players, basketball players,
Exactly.
and stuff like they trash them. So
Yep.
we got one
So
more respect in that. But I mean, like when I go on my when I go on my Instagram and I post a bet, I don't tag the person that like I
yeah, I
bet
don't do that
begins.
either.
But like, yeah, so I guess I don't do that. But I mean, you gotta they're it's getting attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Tag a
working.
fighter on Twitter or something. It's mainly for like support. And I'm like, let's go like Oliveira. I'm like, let's go
Right.
Oliveira, tag him. Because I mean, come on. But I
Yep.
don't like no, I don't like posting my breakdowns on Twitter or anything like that. I mean,
So what do
this is
they
why we have the
what do
show.
they clip
So
the a thing and then the part of the
yeah, like
breakdown?
this.
Okay, I see what you. Yeah.
And that's fine. I've seen other people do that too, but I mean, I'm just watch my video. That's why I do it.
Yeah. Next fight is in the men's middleweight division. We got Nassourdine Imovov versus Chris Curtis. I'm gonna let you start this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun fight. It's going to be a close one too, and I almost think this is a dog or pass spot. And I'm just every time I pick Chris Curtis, like he either lets me down or something happens and he loses. But if I pick against him, he wins and gets a knockout. Like he's one of those fighters where I can't win again for him. But he's super tough. He's got good takedown defense and he hits hard. And that's the three things you should know about Chris Curtis. Imovov, very good fighter, very well rounded, good striking, but man, his cardio after a round and a half just falls off a cliff to the point where he's got nothing. And Chris Curtis has cardio too. I guess four things for Chris Curtis. So to me, I think it's gonna be Imovov early and Chris Curtis late. And I think it's gonna be whoever wins that second round is gonna do it. But I'm gonna go with Chris Curtis here. I'm gonna give him one more chance. I'm gonna say he wins it. I think he can either get a third round knockout or he can get a decision win. But the bet that I do have is the fight to start round 3. So it's minus 200. I put that in a parlay. I didn't want to mess with that 2.5. But if you like that 2.5, though, I think I told you this, Cody. Just do fight goes the distance and get the little bit better value. Because if it does go over 2.5, it's going to go to decision. But that 2.5, it's getting me, and I just want to be a little bit safe.
Yeah. I'm with you, Nassourdine Imovov. Good striking, good kickboxing. He uses like that karate thing style, like Cyril Gane. I think the problem is though that he doesn't have the cardio to do that style. Like to do that Cyril Gane style, you got to be bouncing on your feet the whole time, and you're just basically jumping up and down, bouncing back and forth, moving around the ring, dude. And he doesn't have the cardio for that. He's got good step-in knees. He's got good clinch knees. He's got pretty good wrestling. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. He's heavy on top with crazy ground and pound. You've seen him ground and pound Edmund Shabazian out. He was able to take down Ian Heinisch, hit him with a lot of big shots, and then really beat him up standing up, hitting him with knees and stuff. Good boxing, long jab, good movement in and out. But he's just got like a weird style. Like it's good, but I don't think it suits him. Like for some reason, it just doesn't. He slows down a lot from that style. But he's got excellent front kicks to the face, the body. He's got that good boxing with the long jab, and he's got pretty good power. Dies in the third round, like he doesn't die. It's weird because he went 5 rounds with Sean Strickland and he didn't die. I watched that fight and it was actually a lot closer than I thought. Like, I mean, Sean Strickland clearly won, but in my mind, I had bet him off. I just thought he was getting beat up every round, but he really wasn't. But dude, Sean Strickland was death gassed after the second round, and he just like Imovov death gassed too, kind of. So like
he just like, well, that's when Sean Strickland turned into a mythical fighter. So.
But it's also, too, he weighed in at 195 and Strickland weighed in at 205. So he fought a way bigger dude, and Strickland's always in like fighting shape. So, and then Chris Curtis don't bring the same style as Sean Strickland. Chris Curtis is more of a counter puncher. He's kind of backing up. So if Imovov wants to, he won't have to gas himself off because he's just going to have to pick him apart from distance and keep moving, just like Jack Hermanson did. Chris Curtis, man, excellent counter punching. He's got excellent power. He works the body well, dude. He's got good knees to the body, and he's got really good uppercuts, hooks to the body, man. Super durable. He can take a good punch, and he's got pretty good cardio. He takes these fights really quick. He just fought freaking Calvin Gastelum a month and a half ago, and he took a lot of damage in that. Not even just the headbutt, but like he took a lot of damage. Like Calvin rocked him a couple times and was just drilling him. Jack Hermanson hurt him too. He had him rocked for a second. So I don't know. He's super durable, super low output. He really kind of like needs to get the finish to get the win, in my opinion, in most fights, because he's so low output that people's putting up so much.
I think he ramps up during the fight. Like he starts a little slow. I think I don't know if he does that on purpose to like get his opponents like a little tired after the first round, and then he ramps up in the second and third.
Well, his problem is he only boxes. Like he don't try to offensive wrestle. He don't kick. He don't do nothing. He just tries to counter punch box. So like, but super durable. But it's
a tough fight. Tough fight to call. Trust me, I know.
I'm gonna take Imovov to be able to dance around, not gas out. He just fought a 5-round fight and be able to land more volume, because Chris Curtis just take punches, waiting to land his punch. But I like the over 2.5 in this too. By the time it's probably going to be steamed up to -190 or something. I can't even bet it straight up by the time my casino releases it. So I don't know what I'm going to do on that, but I like Imovov. I'm going to take Imovov by decision. Pretty close decision too. I don't think he just comes out here and beats the shit out of Chris Curtis. So
let's see what we got. It's -185 right now.
Yeah, see, it was like -165. Like, yeah, man.
Like I said, if you think it's going to go over 2.5, if you really think so, just do fight goes the distance. It's like -135.
Right, but in this fight, it kind of sucks, because if Imovov's getting a little tired in that third, and that's when Chris Curtis starts beating that body.
Chris Curtis is going to go to the body early and often. If he can get up on if he can make it a half a round in the third, I think he can make it the rest of the way.
Yeah, but just think of how dangerous, crazy that last 2.5 minutes against Buckley was for Imovov. Dude, Buckley was throwing everything at him, and Imovov's just taking him, and it wasn't moving good. And it's like, damn, maybe another.
What he's gonna do again? He's gonna survive. He's never been knocked out.
Yeah.
So, like that's just my I'm not doing it. I'm doing fight starts round 3. That's
that's a good one. What'd you say that's -200?
-200. So it's $15.
See, you're saving that half of 2 round minutes, and that makes you feel a lot safer.
I feel
so now add another 5 minutes onto that bet. You're like, God damn, that's.
Well, you're gonna save like $50 then.
Probably. You are.
Get extra $50.
Let's see. Herb Dean said I sprinkled Curtis round 2, round 3 TKO. Can't blame you there.
I like it.
Yeah. Even though Imovov's never been finished, he hasn't. Curtis,
he's been
round KO is plus 2,000. I bet that was even though I think Imovov wins for Brady's best bets, so I can beat Lou and everybody else. Set the whole game on fire. I picked Curtis 3rd round KO plus 2,000. Imovov inside the distance. Okay. That's not crazy. He could. Curtis been finished before. He's very durable, but
I know. Wow, it's been a while.
Curtis is a plotter. I don't see him gassing Imovov. Yeah, because he really don't make people work. To me, Imovov decide as he has better footwork. He has a lot better footwork. He really
I think what's going to tire out Imovov is either circling the cage or the body punches that Curtis does throughout the fight. That's going to pay so much dividends, and that's why I think he's going to slow down a lot. Not a lot, but a little bit quicker than he usually does. And Curtis will look like Chris Curtis in the 3rd round.
Right.
Every 3rd round, he always looks good.
Bunny Hunter said Imovov has 3 ways to win: hands, feet, wrestles. Curtis just has boxing. Curtis is great at defending takedowns and is the better boxer. But I'm getting the Hermanson vibes in this one. Imovov money line, yeah.
I just don't think he has the cardio to do what Hermanson did, though.
If I almost said screw it today, I almost let him win the casino after work, because I just wanted to get my bets, and I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. And if I would have went, let's see, my bets were going to be, I already got Fugitt. If I would have went today, I was going to do 5 money lines, and it was going to be Fugitt that I already got in, Nassourdine Imovov, Marc-Andre Barriault.
I like that.
Charlie Olives.
Love that.
And Maria Oliveira. That was going to be my 5 money lines. And they was all bettable. They're all like -140, -150, plus 125. But
dare I say, if you like Charles Oliveira, just do inside the distance. You get plus 200.
Yeah, I do like that. That's what I picked on Brady's, and I doubled that.
I'm going to be real. I love Charles Oliveira, but I do not think he's going to win by decision if he wins.
No, dude, and then, dude, I wanted the under, dude. The under on that, them dudes are gonna go at it. I know everybody thinks it's gonna be some technical grappling match. Like, go watch any of Benil Dariush's fights. As soon as he gets in a fight, bro, he starts
grappling.
Drakkar Close versus even Scott Holtzman. Like all these dudes, he's technical, but he'll scrap. And you know, Charles Oliveira, it's gonna be. I can't wait. I see a Imovov chinning Curtis TKO sub. Okay,
better be early.
Strickland gave Curtis the blueprint, but they don't have the same tools exactly. And because Strickland's a lot bigger than Curtis. Strickland's 6'1", 6'2", thick, and Curtis is like 5'10", and he don't
power advantage though.
But Sean
and he works the body. Strickland doesn't work the body at all.
But if they were smart, if we were in fight ready, what would happen? If Curtis trained at fight ready, what would happen in this fight?
Well, he'd probably go for takedowns.
He would come out and he would get it right into Imovov's face, just like Sean Strickland did. Like, you would change up your fucking fight style. You wouldn't just come in every fucking fight with on a counter punch. You would come in and go, all right, Strickland, how'd you get him? You won 5 rounds. You just backed him up. Don't let him dance around and just pick you apart. Back him up. But like, Curtis won't change his game plan. He'll come in with the same game plan, plod forward for a round and a half, take some big shots, and then finally start landing his own, and then cry on Twitter. Like, that's how that's gonna go 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, probably.
Sean Strickland and Chris Curtis.
As long as he just goes in the 3rd round, I don't care.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it should be a good fight too.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
That's a good point though, Shafiq. They do train and he did 5-round clinic off the couch too, man.
Fighter.
Yep, Carlos taking Curtis by KO. It's gonna happen, and then body shots gonna wear Imovov down and go for that KO. Yep, Bunny Hunter Imovov ankle surgery 15 weeks ago.
Just heard that actually.
Yeah, so how much he's gonna be moving around? So man, maybe might keep me off that over. I don't know. Next fight is in the men's 135-pound division. We got Aieman Zahabi versus Aoir Quileng, Clubber Lang. This is probably going to be a boring fight because that's just how Aieman Zahabi makes his fights. He's got good kickboxing. He's got good, like, decent defensive wrestling, and we haven't had to see it too much in any of his fights. He's black belt in jiu-jitsu, so he's going to have pretty good jiu-jitsu, but we don't really see that either. Low output, good counter striking. You've seen him knock Draco Rodriguez's head off. He landed what happened in the Ricky Turcios fight, where Ricky Turcios landed 30 out of 300 strikes, is because
less.
Yeah, early in that fight, though, if you see it,
15 out of 500.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that, but early in that fight, if you watch, man, when he's throwing his shots, Zahabi hits him with a couple clean counters, and after that, Turcios is like, "Well, I'm not going to come back in the pocket,
dude.
I'm going to kick fucking air." So, Zahabi. Yeah, he does. Zahabi's almost. I mean, he's not near as good as Rafael Assunção, but he's got that kind of style, where he's just like backing up, waiting to counterpunch. Then guys that have a ton of output, he stings them a couple times, and then that changes their whole game plan up. And it's almost like Arlovski was doing too to these heavyweights, like Aoir and all these dudes that have a ton of output, and he would just counter them, hit them with some big shots, and all of a sudden Tanner Boser's only throwing 30 shots in 3 rounds when he usually throws a shit ton. So, but Aoir Quileng, man, good boxing. He's actually Chinese Sando, which is the kickboxing they have there, and it's pretty decent. He throws a lot of volume. He throws with some heat, with some power. It's not really KO power in the UFC, but he does throw with some pop. You've seen him sting like Jay Perrin a couple times, stung Cody Durden and them down at even Jeff Molina down at 125. But at 135, he's got good speed, good power, really good boxing. He throws some kicks, some leg kicks, but a lot more boxing. Decent takedown defense, decent takedowns himself. I believe, like when he took Cameron Else down and beat him up, that dude's terrible. But I believe this fight's going to stay standing. It's going to be a kickboxing match, and I'm going to take Aoir Quileng there because I just think that he's going to have a lot more output, and I think he's going to land the harder shots. And where Turcios was just hitting air, Aoir Quileng is going to actually be coming forward and trying to land punches on Zahabi. So give me Aoir Quileng. He's a younger guy too. But give me Aoir Quileng on volume and the harder shots. But it's another tough one because I expect this to go to decision. We're in Canada, man. And, so got to add that in.
Yeah, I am on Aoir as well here. I think this will be a fairly close, boring fight too. I do think there's going to be a little bit of grappling and wrestling involved in this fight. Probably more so on the Zahabi side. just because I think Aoir is going to be a little bit too aggressive at times. I do think there's going to be some clinch ups against the cage and maybe a takedown here or there because Zahabi's not going to be able to strike with him the way Aoir does. So he's too low volume. Aoir's not going to let Zahabi stay at range and use his kicks either too. So I do think Zahabi is the more well-rounded guy, but I do like Aori's aggression. He's a tough guy as well. Both guys are tough. I do think this fight goes over. I have the over 2.5 at like minus 200 range. I think that's pretty. I think that's the best play of this fight because I can see it go either way. It's control time and takedowns with Zahabi, and then it's going to be outstriking and by Aoir. But I'm going to go with Aoir by decision. It's a pick 'em, probably for rightfully so, but this is one of those close fights. I can see it go either way though. I'm just going to go with Aoir, hoping he gets it done. But I really want that over. The tough one.
These guys still ain't. Yeah, I like that. I like that breakdown. I think that I like that over because Zahabi's hard to hit, low output, good countering, and then Aoir Quileng's never been knocked out. So that's two pretty good things.
And if he gets too crazy on the feet, Zahabi's going to go for takedowns, clinch up, and push him up against the cage and slow him down.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if have we ever seen Zahabi do that though? I don't know if we've ever seen him grapple. I know he can.
Aoir is not gonna. I should say Zahabi's not gonna let Aoir be that aggressive. So I think he's gonna gonna slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, because Aoir would be crashed in the pocket, and he's gonna like have to do
So the only thing left to do is clinch up or go for a takedown. Like Zahabi doesn't really know what to do if doesn't have the range and the time and the slow pace with the slow volume. Wait for the right strike and this and that. Aoir is gonna come straight in.
Right. And the line switched, man. Aoir was like minus 135 or so, and now you're looking at Aieman's becoming the favorite, which I don't know how you can bet on that, dude, other than you think the judges are going to give to him because he's so low output.
That's another thing to think about too.
FE, Florida scored first. Check that.
There you go.
Cash that ticket. Pink Floyd. I don't know if it'd be the first, but with fair judging, I can honestly see the home team getting swept on this card. Yeah, Fugitt ain't taking it to the judges. Fugitt ain't. Yeah.
All Canadians? I do like a couple of them.
They got tough matchups, but it's hard to. It's not like they get unfavorable matchups. It's just Canadian roster right now. You know, it's not the greatest. It's not.
I would say the toughest matchup. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it probably next, but
Zahabi much better technical. Yeah, that's a tough matchup. Nelson, I think he got probably the easier one. Zahabi, much better technical fighter, and Lang was chinned at flyweight. I don't think he's ever been
that's a Jeff Molina. No, he wasn't knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked down though.
That was the crazy Jeff Molina fight. Yeah. But he's usually 135 or maybe his chin just couldn't hold up after getting hit like 900 times.
Jim said fight goes distance. Aieman wins the split decision in Canada, which is
I'd be cool with that.
Mushrooms on Aoir decision. I like that. Mushroom. I'm with you there. Pink Floyd fade the Canadians they're way too nice. Judges probably so nice they'll give it to the other people. Award to fighters that didn't do it. Crazy. Next fight, man. I'm gonna let you start this one off. Men's welterweight 170. Mike Malott and Adam Fugitt.
This is actually a pretty close fight as well. I don't really agree with the money lines too much, but I do like Malott a little bit better than Fugitt. Not to say that Fugitt's or both guys are like amazing, but I think Malott's striking is a little more technical, a little bit crisper, a little quicker. Fugitt does have good power in the hands, so if he lands, he can get the knockout. And I think Malott's a little bit more dangerous on the mat with his submissions. And not to say if Fugitt has bad grappling, he's got good wrestling too. He's strong. He's going to be a little bit bigger, I believe. No, they're about the same. He's going to have a little bit of a reach advantage. So, but I think he's actually a little bit wider though. I think he will be.
Fugitt's going to be bigger. I mean, Malott fought at 145 at one point in his career.
And he's kind of a smaller welterweight, even though he's 6'1". I think he's a little more slender, but I think that's why he's quicker and his strikes. Like he can be hittable too. It's like this is like a weird fight to me. But I do like the under 2.5. I haven't played it yet because I'm waiting on a Dvorak line because I'm thinking I might just parlay both of them together.
Is it weird because it seems like Fugitt could maybe be better everywhere?
I don't think so. I think the more dangerous guy is Malott, personally. But I'm going with Malott to win. I'm gonna say it's some kind of like club and sub or something like that, or maybe if it does get to a grappling, on the mat, maybe he gets some rear naked choking, just like sweeps him and gets the back or something crazy. Because I think he's a little bit more like sneakier and quicker with his transitions. But if you get stronger, maybe in the wrestling department, so it might be a little bit hard. But it's just a very weird stylistic matchup, and I don't blame anybody for going dog or pass here. But I don't like the money line from Malott, and if I would play Malott, I would just play inside the distance or something like that. But I do like the under 2.5. So give me Malott by, I don't know, we'll just say second round sub or something like that. Okay. It's weird. It's a weird fight, but I love the under 2.5.
See, for me, I'm more of like a prove it guy. I want to see the prove it stuff. So with Malott, he doesn't have much tape time, right? Of course, he's dispatching these dudes good and quick, like Johan Lioness. They had trained together, so he knew he could probably just take him down and choke him out. Which Lioness is terrible, dude. He lost to Darian Weeks. They gave him the win, but he lost. But then Mickey Gall. Dude, Mickey Gall took him down, right? He got back up, but Mickey Gall was able to take him down, and Mickey Gall was piecing him up on the feet. I think I don't know if he broke his nose, but he had his nose bleed. Remember, he had blood all over his face. He had him up against the cage, and Mickey Gall's taking off on him, trying to literally go for a finish. And that's when Malott hit him with that short left hook, which was perfect. But you're getting beat up a little bit by Mickey Gall. You know what I mean? You got knocked out by Akima Dawadu. You had a draw with a dude that's 6'8" where you gave him the one draw, and that's because you 10-8'd him in the first round, and then he came back and won the second 2 rounds because you don't have that much cardio or heart, in my opinion. And then when you go, and so there's a lot we don't know about Malott. Does he have the dog in him? Does he have cardio? Does he have all this? Then you go to Fugitt, and I know he's got cardio because on 9 days' notice, he gave freaking Michael Morales the fight of his life. Morales was actually gassing in the second round, and I'm actually way higher on Michael Morales than I am on Mike Malott. You know what I mean? Morales hits he throws real heat. Very well-rounded. Adam Fugitt's got college wrestling. Mike Malott don't have college wrestling. So in my opinion, Fugitt's going to have the better wrestling here. Fugitt's a brown belt. I know Malott, he's probably brown or black belt. I would give the jiu-jitsu to Malott, but I know Malott would rather be on top. He's not going to want to be on his back, and he's not going to take Fugitt down. Fugitt's going to be the naturally bigger dude with the college wrestling. Fugitt's super durable. I know everybody thinks is saying that that Malott's just going to come out and dust him in the first round, because this seems like the Amorim, like the Jackie Amorim type fight to me, because they just think that Malott's going to come out and dust Fugitt in the first round. But Michael Morales is a dog, dude, and he tried to dust Fugitt in the first round. And Fugitt was hitting him with good ass shots. Fugitt was taking him down, and Michael Morales is a badass wrestler, dude. I'm really high on Morales. That dude's a top 10, and he's real young, top 5 guy in the future possibly. And Fugitt gave him everything he could handle on 9 days' notice. Another thing too, go look at Fugitt when he fought Michael Morales. Go look at his body then, and then go look how much thicker and more muscle he is than when he fought Kinoshita. You can see he's thicker. And they were saying something about when he went to the PI, he was terrible his first time. He had body fat and all this stuff. And when he came back, he's getting bigger and doing all that stuff, and he's in better shape. He's got good cardio. He's got good toughness. He's well-rounded. And we know he's a dog. We know he's got cardio, and we know he's well-rounded. And we know he's good because that Kinoshita is not bad. That freaking kid's good. And he fucking dogged him to where that kid basically gave up. And I could see him doing that to Mike Malott, man. I don't think Mike Malott's going to have the heart Adam Fugitt has. So I think, man, Mike Malott might have some big moments in that first round, but I don't think he finishes Fugitt. Fugitt's super durable. Go watch Mike Malott versus Solomon Renfro and tell me where you feel good about it. Solomon Renfro was beating the shit out of him for 2 minutes, dude. He probably was beating I bet if you go look at the stats on that fight, it was Solomon Renfro 33 shots 4, and he dropped Mike Malott, and then Mike Malott was getting beat up just like he was against Mickey Gall, and he hit him with the shot, dropped Solomon Renfro, and then choked him out real quick. But before that, he was getting pieced up. If anybody can find the stats, I bet it was 30 shots to 3 before that happened. So I'm just not as high on Mike Malott as a lot of people. And I'm actually pretty like high on Fugitt. And I can't believe he keeps getting disrespected being, you know, plus 250, plus 200 against somebody that's not proven to me. So give me Adam Fugitt, man. I think he gets him out in there in that second or third round. I think the first round's tough, back and forth. Like I said, if Morales ain't going out there and dusting him in the first round, I don't think Malott is. I'm way higher on Morales than Malott. So what do you think the line would be on that? What would you line Mike Malott versus Michael Morales?
I mean, it'd probably be around the same thing that was lined.
Like even
with,
or something?
You get no.
You think Morales would be a big
Morales
favorite?
would be like a minus 300
against Malott?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Morales is good.
He is really good. And Malott may be too.
He's young. He's 23 years old.
Yeah. And Malott may be too.
He gets tough.
Yeah. That's why I like Fugitt. Plus 175, dude, for a dog like that. And I don't think he's getting knocked out quick in the first round. I really don't.
Another thing too with the Gall fight, I will say that was his UFC debut. And usually people in their UFC debuts, they don't look as good as
what Fugitt did against Morales.
I know.
That was his debut
it was a tougher test as well.
And he
totally get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. But I'm just saying, don't put too much crap on Malott. Even though it's Mickey Gall is a veteran and he's been in the UFC.
Was piecing him up, giving him the 1-2.
Big stage. Yeah. It wasn't a COVID thing or anything. It was like I think it was a bigger. It wasn't like an Apex fight either. It was like a pay-per-view or
was it
fight night or something crazy. Let me look real quick though.
Okay, there was some fans.
It was at UFC 273. So it was a big arena. It was a big fight for him, probably his biggest in his career. So I mean, I get it. I get everything you're saying. That's why I stayed away from the money line on either side. But I'm going with the under. I think there's going to be a finish.
That under's money.
No matter.
I had that wrote down as max bet it, and then the motherfuckers dropped it at minus 250. But the under, my casino has the main event, the main card out, and I can get the under one. What do y'all feel about this? I can get the under 1.5 minus 120. 1.5. I mean, that gives Malott his first round to go at it. Them dudes go at it, and either one could get a finish. Then in the second, they could go at it. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about that.
Malott's definitely first round.
Victor De Jesus, yeah, Victor's the under.
He's first rounder bust, and Fugitt's more so. You know,
he's got first
and seconds and thirds. He gets some finishes in every round.
Yeah, Malott is a true killer.
Malott's all first.
Yeah, Mushroom. He has a terrible nail, and you can't tell me at some point, dude, Fugitt ain't gonna get some of his shots off. Like I don't think Malott. Fugitt's fucking tough. Like he's one of them tough dudes that's good everywhere and gonna scrap, man. Malott really impressed me when he KO'd Gall. Gall was never KO'd like that in his career, and Fugitt gets hit more than Gall. But Gall's a
was he out there for?
What's that?
They know he wasn't KO'd before. Oh, he was KO'd.
Maybe back.
Diego Sanchez.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, I won so much money on DraftKings that night. When Diego Sanchez beat the shit out of him, he was such a big underdog. And then I also, you know who else was a giant underdog on that same card? Kamaru Usman to Tyron Woodley. So I had Usman and I had Diego Sanchez, and they were like the lowest dudes on the thing because Diego was old then, but I knew Diego was going to outgas that bum. But yeah, man. Morales is not that good. That is disrespectful, Bunny Hunter. I will not take that.
I will fight you for that one. Morales is really good. He's super young though, but he's really very good. He's 23 years old.
I'm geeking. We'll leave you playing in the background. Oh man, Malott finishes this dude. Don't overthink it, blood. I don't know, man.
I'm okay with any finish.
Bruce KO, what is up? He said, hey, Cody, your boy is here. I think the only bet worth playing here is Fugitt, who is Malott after round one. He's a beat.
We do not know.
I know. Well, we know he's a draw with a 6 and 8, dude. We know
he has one. I think he has one unanimous decision win.
He just got that draw. Does he? I don't think he does.
I think maybe his very first fight. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Oh, it's just a draw.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at a grappling fight. Never mind. That doesn't count.
It doesn't. Not at all.
Shouldn't even put that on here. I want to see real professional fights, not grappling.
Right.
Give me a grappling tapology. I want a UFC MMA tapology only.
They didn't do a press conference tonight for this UFC?
I don't know. Or did they do it yesterday?
Yesterday
I don't really watch the press conferences, to be honest.
I like them. Well, if you got some good shit talkers, but I don't know if they speak like Nunes and Aldana. I don't know how much shit they're gonna talk, but Benny and Oliveira are both super nice. Yeah. They probably exchange Bibles and stuff, and I like both them dudes. Yeah, I like both them dudes.
I do.
Yeah, Fugitt does just have to survive round 1, and he could finish Malott in round 1. Like Fugitt is damn. Yeah, I can't think so. Like I'm confident. I love the under. I'm confident on my plus 175. Like how many times you get plus 175s? Like I'm more confident on this plus 175 than I was of Lens last week at plus 140. And he was going to the favorite. And I'm telling you, I really like Lens here. Or I mean, I really like Fugitt here. I know my dogs. I don't like to throw my money away.
The only big bet that I was confident in maybe was that Bilal Muhammad bet against Wonder Boy. Like everybody was on Wonder Boy.
You were.
I was like, nope. Oh, baby.
I'm gonna watch that press conference on the way to the casino. Let's get through these real quick. So I'm gonna go do that. Ige Vs Nate Landwehr. I'll let you start this one.
All right, this is gonna be another fun fight, but I do like Ige. I think this is just a tough matchup for Nate to train. The striking with Ige is just a little bit too technical for him. He gets hit. Nate the Train gets hit a little bit too much in my eyes and for the liking in this fight. Not to say that he's gonna get knocked out. He might get knocked down, but like not to the point where he's like almost knocked out. Like he'll get right back up. One of those things if he does. But Nate's going to have to use some wrestling and try to do something else because I don't think he's going to be able to keep it on the feet for all the fight and win this fight. So, but I like Ige. I think this is just a tough stylistic matchup for Nate, even though I love Nate the Train. He does have a chance. He's going to fight for your money. So he's a good underdog to always back and bet. But I like Ige here. I just think he's going to be able to outstrike him and land just a little bit more than Landwehr. And Ige's tough too. Like he's not going to like go down after one Landwehr shot either. He's a tough Hawaiian guy. So give me Ige to win by decision. I think this fight does go to decision. The over, if you want to, is basically a pick 'em almost. And I was thinking about that one too. But I'm going to stay away because I already just did the fight to start round 3 for that one. Oh, you're muted.
This is going to be a really good fight. I know Dan Ige's got the better boxing, but I'm looking at that plus 200 like as a dog or pass here. Like I'm not going to probably end up betting Nate Landwehr, but Nate Landwehr is good. Like I think people think he's got a suspect chin because he got them 2 knockout losses, but he got kneed in the face, like with big knees. You know what I mean? I don't think Dan Ige is going to hit him with a big knee. You never know. But like the Julian Erosa one, he hurt Julian with a knee before that, and then Julian hit him with the flying knee. But man, I just don't think he's like not durable. Like I think the dude's durable. If you watch all of his fights outside of the UFC, like that was his thing to come forward, take a couple shots, and give you more shots. Tough ass Russians. Like he was the M1 champion.
He's 35 years old now, though.
Yeah, but I didn't really. I mean, like I said, like the shots he got hit with would have knocked anybody out. You know what I mean? It's not like it was his chin. It's like he got. And the Herbert Burns was ridiculous because I bet him there. I did a lot of research on that before that fight of him fighting in Russia and all kinds of stuff. And Herbert got him in a really tight guillotine right off the bat, dude. Squeezed for like a minute, and Nate got out of that. And I knew right away, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is it. Because I knew that dude has tons of cardio and stuff. When they got up, they just got in that clinch, and Herbert ain't never landed a knee on nobody in his life. Somebody got that. But other than that, he's really durable and he's really tough, man. And the thing is like people see the Nate the Train, like when he went nuts on Onama and all that. But like when he fights other people, even like Ludovic Klein, like I compare Ludovic Klein's style to like a Dan Ige style. You know what I mean? Where he's throwing big shots, he's tight, he's compact, he's got really technical striking, kickboxing. He's probably actually got better striking than Ige, maybe as far as because he used more kicks. Like Ige ain't throwing up that left head to knock people out. But he was able to wrestle with him and stuff, but I think Landwehr is durable. I know Ige is durable. So what I want to bet is the over. It's a weird look. I know not a lot of people might.
I like the over too.
Ige is going to knock him out. But like Ige's got a lot of decisions, and even in the UFC, Edson Barbosa decision, Mirsad Bektik decision, Kevin Aguilar decision. He choked out Danny Henry. That's not a big deal. Jordan Griffin decision. And the dudes he's knocking out, Gavin Tucker. I'm not going to say that was a lucky punch, but that shit don't happen. Like, I think Gavin Tucker would have beat him. Like, if that didn't happen, I think that he could have beat him over 3 rounds. Gavin Tucker's really good. But that was just like a lucky punch right off the bat, 20 seconds. Not lucky. He hit him with a good punch. And then Damon Jackson, to me, is just not that durable. Like, I've seen him get folded, knocked out cold 2 different times. Terrible. The Russian dude that hit him with the flying knee in the PFL in like 12 seconds. And then look what Ilya Taporia did to him. He folded him like a fucking chair, legit.
Yeah.
And
so he's on a different level.
Yeah. So, and so Damon Jackson's just not that durable. So he got knocked out, but it still took Dan Ige till almost the end of the second round. He knocked out Damon Jackson 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the second round. Damon Jackson has terrible striking too. Like, his striking's not good. His striking defense ain't good, and his chin ain't good. And it still took him to almost the second round to get that knockout. So I think that Nate Landwehr can definitely survive. He's not going to come out just throwing all these crazy punches. Like, he knows he's fighting. Like, if you watch him against Ludovic Klein, he didn't fight like he did against Onama, but he really didn't fight like that against Onama until he got knocked down. And then Onama, beat the shit out of him for a second. And then he came back. Onama slowed down. And after that, he just beat the shit out of him. But I think this goes over. I think it's a dog or pass on Landwehr at the price, because Dan Ige, like I said, he's fought the best in the world, but he gets beat by him. You know what I mean? He has close fights with other people. Mirsad Bektik, a lot of split decisions in his career. So I don't know. I'm going to say dog or pass with Landwehr, but I actually like the over, and I believe it's like -110 or something. I actually plan on betting that. A lot of people's been telling me not to, but I like that bet.
Yeah, I like the over a lot too.
Because Landwehr's not knocking out Ige. I don't think he finishes Ige at all. Ige's never been finished. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and he's Hawaiian, so his head he's not. And then I think
doesn't really have that special KO power, if you want to say.
Yeah, like, he could drop Landwehr, but Landwehr's not going to just get knocked out like Damon Jackson, where he's just fucking hits one shot and he's just, in La La Land, where Landwehr's going to recover. You seen what Onama did to him? Onama hit him with some big ass shots. Even the flying knee that Julian Erosa hit him with put him out for like a half a second, and then he hopped up and was arguing with the ref like, I wasn't out, but he really didn't like go out, but and that was a big knee. But give me the over, man, and dog or pass, dude. I'm not gonna bet it, but I do like the over.
I like I got him in a parlay.
Okay. I don't mind it. I mean, he's definitely gonna have the crisper boxing, but I mean, dude, like in I don't care what anybody says, Ige slows down too in the third round. Like, that dude always slows. That's why he always has them split decisions and shit. And even against like Josh Emmett, like, he slows down in most of his third rounds. And if Landwehr can put a pace on him and win one of them first 2 rounds, even get some wrestling going. Danny Ige, he was a Hawaiian state champion wrestling, but he doesn's have the best takedown defense. You see him get taken out. Granted, them dudes are really, really good, but Nate Landwehr is pretty good. So if Ige doesn't get that knockout, which I don't think he does, he's not this crazy knockout guy like he's looked like against Damon Jackson. He's really not. Otherwise, he would have been knocking out some of these other dudes like Cater, the Korean Zombie, Josh Emmett, Mavsar, somebody could touch some of them. But yeah, man, give me the over. Give me the over. Let's see what everybody else says. Bunny Hunter said, this smelled like one of those fights where you think it's gonna finish early, but probably goes the difference. Probably on this one, yeah, I think it does. Pressure. Ige Mushroom is on Ige. Okay. That's sharp. He's sharp too, so that's sharp money. Bunny Hunter, Ige lock of the card. That's two sharp dudes on Ige. Nate likes to exchange in the pocket. I think he better know better in this one, man. I've seen him be technical too. You like it's a different
thing. Just too hittable though. It's a thing.
Yeah. He said I was hoping. Yeah, they wasn't gonna fall for that.
No, I was hoping it was closer, but I still think it's Ige 2-1 for sure.
Yep. Next fight, Eryk Anders, Marc-Andre Barriault. Who started that last one? Or you did?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be another dog fight, man. That's gonna be really, really close. Eryk Anders has decent striking. He's a good athlete. He's super strong. He's kind of slow, but he's super powerful. He's got a good clinch up against the cage, decent takedowns, decent jiu-jitsu, really good ground and pound when he does get guys there. And he can slow down. You know, he starts slowing down as the fight goes into that third round. But looked pretty good against Jung Young Park. I thought he beat Jung Young Park just a couple fights ago, man. And I had money on Jung Young Park. And I thought he won that fight. Used a good clinch. Used pretty good striking. Outstruck him. So this is going to be a really good and weird fight because Marc-Andre Barriault, he's good too. He's got good striking. He's not the fastest dude in the world either. I think Andres is going to be more powerful. He'll have the grappling advantage, but then you got Andre Barriault that's going to throw more volume, and he's going to have the cardio advantage. So I think this is going to be a dogfight back and forth, dude. I'm going to take Marc-Andre Barriault because I think it's going to be close, and then he's going to get that home field cooking. But it's going to be a good fight, man, because Eryk Anders don't think he's going to be like Julian Marquez and go out there and just give up basically against the fence, start getting beat up, because he's been in there like, dude, if you go watch the beating Eryk Anders took against freaking Khalil Roundtree, he got dropped like 3 times with leg kicks and still fought that out. Then he took some big shots against Lyoto Machida, took some really good big shots against Thiago Santos, the only dude to actually knock him out. And that was like a crazy back and forth killer fight, and it was at the end of the third round too. So like literally at the end of the third round. So this is gonna be a good fight. I like the over. I think both these dudes are durable as hell. I think there's going to be a lot of clinching in this fight and stuff. But give me the over and give me Marc-Andre Barriault by greasy decision.
Yeah, I like Mark as well here. I actually am a little bit more confident though, but I will say I'm not the biggest Anders fan, if you want to say. I mean, he has power in his hands on the feet, but man, he's super wild. He's not technical at all. He does slow down as the fight goes on. I think his best asset maybe is his strength. But he doesn't really have the. I mean, his wrestling's pretty good, I should say, but I don't think his takedowns aren't like super technique. He uses his strength more, and I think that's what slows him down a lot in some fights. He just wastes his strength and he just gets tired over the fight. And Barriault puts a pace on his opponents usually, and he has pretty good wrestling and he's pretty strong as well. I just like his striking better. It's more technical as boxing is. I think decent power. Maybe Andres has more power, but Andre's pretty tough too. So I think Andre will win this fight, at least 2 rounds. Maybe the first round may go to Anders, but I think as the fight goes on, Barriault will put that power bar pace on him and either get the 3rd round finish or a decision win. And the home cooking, like you said, I think it always is a little bit of in your back pocket. You're just like, makes you feel all cozy. So just in case if it's close. So. But I like Barriault to win by decision. Maybe a late 3rd round finish, but Anders would have to be pretty gassed. So,
what would you feel better with the Marc-Andre Barriault money line or the over 2.5?
I would say Barriault money line because I think you can get a little bit better price, and I think he does win.
Okay.
Not to say that I don't think it's going to go under. I do like the over 2.5 too, but I think with the better price. Yeah. So I would go with the better price. I'm pretty confident Barriault wins.
Okay, we got Carlos said his dog of the card is Nate the Train. Let's go.
It's a good dog. Always a good dog.
Yeah. Mariavs, what is up? So what's up, Johnny and Cody? Driving after the job, listening to you guys. We appreciate you coming out, hanging out, listening to us.
Yes,
our
sir.
Nonsense again, man. Every week hanging out. So we appreciate that. Can't wait, dude. Next week, Bellator, bro. We get to hang out.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have a good time. It's like you said, there's 37 fights.
37 fights.
Amateur hockey fights. They got everything.
Guys making their amateur debuts in the first couple fights, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, it's trash. It's so trash, but it's so fun.
Next, we got 2 fight stuff. We could skip this one if you don't even want to talk about Charles Oliveira and Benil.
No. That's the main event.
So we should talk about the Lioness right now first. So I was gonna have my girlfriend. I was gonna have her make the UFC 289, and I was just gonna have her put Oliveira versus Dariush. I thought that'd have been funny, but
in my breakdowns, I was like UFC 289, Oliveira versus Dariush. I mean, every time. That's my main event. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, beauty. I love you too, beauty. I'll be out in a minute. Whispering. We got our boy in the building, Tyler, 138 MMA. He said, listening to you guys got PFL on with the volume off. That means we're winning. We're winning.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Everybody go check out 138 MMA Tyler, man. You're gonna have to get some ads. You're gonna have to get some ads because he does got
Unfortunately,
1K.
it's very annoying. I will say that.
It is. I don't mind listening to him. He's got excellent breakdowns though, dude. He's on Twitter. Follow him 138 on MMA on Twitter and 138 MMA on YouTube, and listen to his breakdowns, man. He's got good breakdowns. He had me worried last week because he went against my Dos Santos and my Lynn's pick, but I'm like, damn, man, everybody last week was going against me because now at work, since I can't really message with people and do stuff, I get to listen to people's stuff a lot more, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but definitely 138, man. He knows the stuff. He's funny, dude. So he likes root beer like me too. We're gonna do a root beer shoey sometime, man.
That'd be hilarious.
When we do another fight companion, do we have to do one of them. Yes, so Charlie Olives versus Benny Dariush. I'm gonna let you start this one. I'm gonna let you start this one off, man.
All right, kid. This is my dude. This is going to be my biased breakdown real quick. Charles Oliveira by first round knockout. Gets him out of there. Boom. Book it. Biased pick. Now, real breakdown, I will say. Oliveira is great. Dariush is very, very good. Now, where I think the advantages are, Oliveira is going to have the better striking, and I think maybe wrestling is going to be on Dariush, and I think the grappling is about the same. I think Dariush either wins by decision, and I think Olives has to get a finish. I don't see Dariush. I mean, maybe he can get him if he catches him, but I mean, that's throwing a lot out there. So I do think this fight goes under 2.5, though. Maybe, I mean, Charles is going to go in there. He's gonna give it his best. He does every fight, and he goes 150%. He's gonna put a huge pace on Dariush. It's going to be interesting to see what Dariush does here. Is he going to shoot for a takedown? Is he going to be able to, go around the ring and land exchanges with him, go back and forth, knock down Oliveira? Because Oliveira likes to get knocked down technically, but I think a lot of times he just goes down and see if they'll follow him to the ground. But we'll see what happens in this fight. So I'm going with Oliveira still. I do think he can get the knockout here. Like I said, I think his striking is better. I think he's more dangerous on the feet. I think both guys are dangerous on the mat, so it cancels each other out. I think the only way Dariush can get a finish is if he does catch Oliveira on the feet, being a little too aggressive, or it's like a club and sub when he catches him on the feet, and then he gets like a sub like that. So, but either way, like I said, I do think there's going to be a finish under 2.5. I like it a lot. I'm going to go with Oliveira, my dude, by knockout. I'll say second round for my real breakdown, but my biased one was first round.
I like it. I'm gonna be honest. Before I went in the tape, I expected that I would like Dariush. I picked, you guys know we did the fight companion. The pre-show, all kinds of stuff. I was the only one that picked Dariush over Gamrot. Like everybody was making fun of me. I picked Dariush over Gamrot. But this is a way different style. Like because Gamrot I knew was only gonna try to wrestle with Dariush, and that's it, like wrestling, grappling, and that's his bread and butter. And then he was gonna have slightly better striking than Gamrot. Right. But in this, the grappling is going to cancel out. Like Dariush does have good wrestling, but so does Charles, dude. His wrestling's fucking good. He was out there taking Poirier down and controlling him like it was nothing. If you watch the Islam fight, Islam tried to land takedowns in the second round and couldn't even get him. And then Charlie does a fucking flying knee in the air for no reason. But he stopped it. He stopped the takedowns of Islam in that second round. And another thing, so let's go into the strength of schedule here, right? So Charles Oliveira's last 4 fights: Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and Islam Makhachev. Right? That's a murderer's row. Like if freaking Dariush would have fought them 4 dudes, like he's 34 now, he'd be retired. His striking's too slow. Like Justin Gaethje would knock there, and I like Dariush, but like Justin Gaethje would like literally hit him with the big shots, like, and put him out. I think Poirier too. I think most of them dudes could stop his wrestling. So Charles Oliveira went 3-1 with them savages, right? 3-1. He only lost to Islam Makhachev. And then if you look at Dariush, who he's been fighting, he beat Gamrot, right? And then before that, he's beaten like Scott Holtzman and Drakkar Klose and people that are like top 25, 30 dudes. I just don't understand why he's a favorite over Oliveira. Like, yeah, Oliveira lost to lost to Makhachev, but that's going to happen. So I don't understand why he's an underdog to Dariush, because to me, the grappling is going to cancel out, and then it's going to come down to the striking. And Charles Oliveira's striking is fucking like a level above Dariush, even though Dariush has decent power. But like his is more like he got outstruck by Jakar Close. He got hurt bad by him, and then he clocked Jakar Close when he went in for the kill. But like he got rocked against Drew Dober, Jakar Close, Ferreira had him hurt. Like he gets hurt a lot, and then he got knocked out cold by Hernandez, by Edson Barbosa. I just think that standing up, like Oliveira's knees to the body, if he gets his clinch going like he did to Poirier, dude, that's what ended Poirier. Like he beat Poirier with knees to the body in the first round so bad that he just took over and beat him up in the second and third round. His striking's so much more straight and crisp, and he hits so hard. Like I just don't see Dariush knocking out like Justin Gaethje or freaking Chandler or any of them dudes, and I don't see him getting up from them shots that they landed on Oliveira. So I see Oliveira. Maybe Dariush gets a takedown, but Oliveira works himself back up, right? And then once Dariush understands that he's not going to get the takedowns and just hold Oliveira down, and then it's going to be a striking match, Dariush will get into a crazy striking match, dude. He'll get into a brawl. Like he's good in them too. So it's going to be risky for Oliveira, but in that, I'm going to take Oliveira with the Muay Thai, dude. So much better. He's got so much better kicks. He's got so much better. His strikes so straight. Like Dariush isn't throwing straight down the pipe. I like the power of Oliveira. So give me Oliveira, man. I do think he gets him out of there. I think he can hit him with the knees and all that, and just that constant come forward pressure and hit him with something big. But the under's the money. The under 2.5 is obviously money. Both these dudes been finished. Oliveira got 9 losses, finished in 8 of them, 9 losses. Dariush has been finished in 3 of his 4 losses. So they got 13 losses between them, been finished in 11 of them. And I'm sure if you go through their wins, they got a lot of wins by finish, both of them. I know Oliveira's finished almost all of his wins. So the under's perfect, and I like Oliveira to get this done. I think that he's a better fighter than Dariush at this point. I love Dariush as a fighter and a person and stuff, but I just think that Charles been fighting at a real high level. And yeah, man, Dariush should be 0-4 against Charles' last 4 fight schedule.
Maybe 1-3. I won't say 0-4, but I don't think he's beaten Poirier for sure, and I don't think he's going to be beating Gaethje for sure. And he's definitely not.
I don't think he beats Chandler. Chandler's wrestling's phenomenal, and he's throwing.
Islam. I mean, that's another one too. I don't think.
No, yeah. See,
the only one person that I can see beating Islam, other than Charles Oliveira, obviously. But that was
just know why Charles got beat up by Islam, right? Like that?
Yeah, because he did a flying knee. It was dumb.
Well, not only that, but he's the same as both of us. He's the same as the whole world. None of us fucking knew until that fight, and then definitely in the fight with Volkanovski, on how good Islam's striking actually is. I think we all thought he was like Khabib, where he's going to throw like a jab. No, Islam's got like legit striking, and Charles Oliveira didn't think that. That's why he didn't respect it at all. He just walked right into it. And when you're just expecting to wrestle, and Islam was actually cracking, dude. So,
yeah, Islam's big too. Like, he is a legit welterweight that just cuts weight.
Yep,
like a lot.
Yep. Tyler said, guys, seriously, just get YouTube Premium. Your content creators, it's a tax write-off for you. I'm gonna do that. I'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Olives inside the distance. Let's go, Mushroom.
Let's
go.
I like it. If you're playing Olives money line, just do inside the distance.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna go to decision. And more times than not, if it goes to decision, I'll be real, and I'm an Olive supporter, 100%. He probably won't win a decision.
The only way it goes to no, I don't think Olives does. I really don't, because I like it's gonna be a banger. This is gonna be such a good fight. Daz Mushroom, and he's the plus monies. I know Benny is good, and he is the rising star versus fading star. Excuse me, but plus money on Charles seems like a gift. Also, dude, you got to take
I was gonna say Charles isn't the fading star. He just lost to Islam.
Exactly.
Guys, you act like he lost to like Scott Holtzman and he's on like a 5-fight losing streak. This guy lost to the champion and probably the best lightweight. And I hate to say it, but he is right now. Like, he beat killers, and he was winning. He won like what, 12 in a row before losing there. So
11 or 12. Yeah. And Benny's on like a 7 fight. It's
and
a
Ben's
different
run
level,
too, but it's a
though.
different run. It's
Like
a different kind of run.
Like if we're like Charles Oliveira beat Chandler, Gaethje, and Poirier. Dariush has never beat anybody ever in the remotely near the top 10. Gamrot, he beat Gamrot. So Gamrot's like a top 10 guy, but like Gamrot's got a certain set of skills, and he's got one thing. And if he can out wrestle you and get you the takedowns, that's fine. But if he can't out grapple you, then he's going to lose. But like Charles gets all of that. Like that's why I don't know if it's just Charles by KO, because he could club and sub Dariush too. They could both club and sub each other. This fight's going to be so. If this fight wasn't on here, this pay-per-view wouldn't be selling nothing. Yeah. Nothing.
This is what's literally selling them the pay-per-views, to be honest. And I hate to say
it.
You
know what pisses me off is this. I mean, even though they won't need it, but this should be a 5-round fight. I don't know why they make all these other stupid ass Belal versus whoever a 5-round fight. Gilbert Burns. Yeah. Why is that a 5-round fight and this ain't?
Very, very true.
This ain't a title eliminator between Oliveira and Dariush. It damn sure is, because they tried to offer Oliveira a title shot right back with Islam, they said. So super weird. Let's see. Islam is stronger than Charles. Jiu-jitsu is trash against Dagestan wrestling. Yeah. But but you're getting American wrestling, but Dan Benny does. Dariush going to prove once again he's the #1 contender. He definitely
once again could. Was he ever #1?
No. He said he's only ever beat a top 10 guy.
I'm just being a dick.
But he's good, dude. He is really good. But I think there's like
I'm not saying he's trash. I like him as a fighter. I really do. But this is picking Charles as my guy.
Tyler said,
not just because he's my guy. I really think he's gonna win.
Okay. I like Oliveira.
I'm being honest. I'm being true to myself. It's not because I'm wearing this shirt or anything like that. Like trust me.
I didn't even know I had this on. That is a sweet. Where'd you get that at?
I won a t-shirt bet with Ranj. So
he got you that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's the crispy.
It's not because I'm wearing the shirt. Like I think he's gonna win.
Right. Charles was losing till he wasn't. That's why he was on such a. But like Benny wouldn't even have been able to come back from them shots though. Like Benny would have just been losing until like
shows heart, like will. Termination.
Benny's gone to war with low-level guys, not low but mid-level guys like Jakar Close, Drew Dober, dudes like that. He's going life and death with. Like I think that Charles Oliveira would club and sub Drew Dober. Like to be honest, like just like he did with Chandler, Poirier, Gaethje, all them dudes. Like I think he would do. I mean, we've just seen Fergola do it, but man, I don't know. LOL's wondered if saying Charles washed. Yeah, look at Dad playing you like a fiddle, Johnny. Playing you like a fiddle. I agree. What proof they have Charles is faded? None.
There's none.
I like
people are acting like Charles has just literally lost 3 in a row. He's 45 years old on his way out. He's younger than Benny. Like
he's younger.
I know.
Yeah, by a year. But he does have more damage on him. But he's fought them. But he's got that experience of fighting them high level dudes like that.
And then also don't look at the record too much. I mean, most of Charles' losses have come in featherweight when he couldn't even make weight half the time. And he was super young. Moved up to lightweight, and I think he's only lost twice in his career. So 2 of the 9 losses have come in the lightweight division.
Said I hate to say it, but Oliveira will lose for the Jumbo Loco. I hate to say it, but Oliveira will lose for the same reason France.
Well, that's the best thing. That's the best thing about this, Loco. That fight's not going to decision. Charles isn't going to let that happen. That's the best part about him.
Tyler said Olive still ain't beating Makhachev.
I don't care. Maybe he won't. Maybe.
Gotta hit him with some big shots. New game plan. It could be a better fight. He's only one of the ones that has a freaking chance though. Because
that's the thing. Need him. I'm not saying he would have won that fight, but that stupid flying knee where he wasn't even close and got cracked.
The O'Day Osborne.
That was the O'Day special right there. Literally. I mean, that's happened.
Derek's calling a draw on this fight. That's plus.
Who's going to get the 10-8? Who's getting the 10-8?
Olives in the first round.
What in the first round? And then gas.
Wrestled, yeah, and then he just drops Benny 13 times. That's how I'm seeing it. If it goes to that, that's a crazy call, Derek. That's you're crazy. You're crazy, man. Bunny Hunter. That helps my point. He had to come back, or he would have lost more. Yeah. I think Ben. Yeah. It's gonna be a good fight. The unders parlay piece. I think I probably won't
I
be
think
getting
so
there
too.
just because I don't think I'm going to put in a parlay this week. I might parlay that because the line's so high now that Imovov over with the Barriault over. I might have to
You're
do
not going to
that.
do fight to start.
Or
Oh wait, that's a
well,
different fight. Never mind.
yeah. Which one was that? Which one was
Fight to
that?
start
That was
round 3
Ige.
is minus. Fight to start round 3 is for the Curtis fight is
Ige.
minus 200. The over 2.5 is minus 185. So it's
Yeah.
really not that big of a
What was
difference.
the other one we were talking about?
Oh, it was the builder.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Fight to start round 3 is minus 115.
Okay.
And I'd rather have that than the over. It's a $25 difference. And even like I said, with the Curtis fight, it's a $15 difference. So
right. It's not much.
I'll be safe
Two
with
and a half
that.
minutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the riskiest part is first round, them last 2.5 minutes of the third.
Yep.
It's usually risky. Main event time: Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana. Amanda Nunes, well-rounded, great everywhere. Women's GOAT, black belt in jiu-jitsu, crazy kickboxing, head kick knockout power, hand knockout power in both hands, left hook, straight right. Phenomenal. Big girl too, 5'8", 69-inch reach. Irene Aldana, she has excellent boxing. She's been showing some really, really crafty jiu-jitsu off her back with arm bars and stuff lately. She tapped out Macy Chase on. If you watch that fight, Macy tapped in that first round, but the ref didn't see it and they just kept going. But she has good boxing. She has good power. She has a good left hook. That's what got Ketlin Vieira out of there. She doesn't kick much. Her only problem is her takedown defense. Like you've seen Holly Holmes landed 5 takedowns on her, controlling her for all 5 rounds. Macy Chase I believe, landed 3 on her and was controlling her and won the second. But Donna did go for a finish in the first two, but controlled her, tried to win. And Chazon won the second, was winning the third handily and by grappling until she got hit with that heel to the liver. So on the feet, this is an even match. It's not, it's maybe not even. Like I might give a little more power to Nunes, but like Aldana, if they're just in boxing range, this is going to be pretty freaking even because that's where Aldana's at. But the thing is with Nunes is that's why she's so smart. That's why she's the GOAT. Great fight IQ. She takes the fight where she needs to go. So she fights Germaine Durandamy, who has a little bit better striking. She's kind of getting pieced up. Boom, take her down, beat her up, choke her out. Megan Anderson, do the same thing. Well, actually, she went to decision with Durandamy the second time. I believe they fought the time before that, and she finished her in the first round. But I think Nunes uses fight IQ. I think she uses her grappling in this fight. I'm having a hard time seeing her, like, if she gets a finish or when, because I do think that, she could wear on her with the grappling, kind of like Macy Chason was doing. But like I said, Aldana's looked really good with her grappling lately. So I don't know if she's just going to get choked out. That's another thing that worries me and is keeping me away from wanting to bet Nunes is the fact that she could get hit with a big punch standing, but she could also get hit with an armbar. She's taking her to the ground a whole bunch. Like Aldana's really active off her back. She's been looking a little better at that, but I'm going to say she doesn't get nothing going off her back. I'm going to say Amanda Nunes wins this fight. Probably inside the distance. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll be having any bets on this fight at all. Because Aldana's tough. Like she's durable, and I could see her lasting. If Pena took that beating and lasted last fight, I could see Aldana doing it. But I think Pena is like way better on the ground and stuff. So
yeah,
give me Nunes inside the distance.
Okay. I like Nunes a lot. I know a lot of people are on Aldana. I think they're just, I don't know if they're forgetting how good Nunes is, or maybe they're just hoping that she loses and Aldana wins, or one of those things. But Nunes at minus 300, and I normally hate betting women's MMA, but I had to throw it down because I just think she's better everywhere. The striking is close. I do like you said, I like her power better on the feet, so she'll probably land the better or the harder strikes. But if she's in trouble, she can go for the takedowns, like you said, and get this fight to the mat. But the over is set at 2.5. I got the over 1.5. I do think this fight goes over that. And actually, I think this fight also goes to decision. Both girls are tough, like I said. I do see some grappling mixed in here and there. A lot of Nunes's fights as of late, other than unless she's fighting very low level like people. I'm talking like Megan Anderson and I know she beat Holly Holm and Chris Cyborg, but featherweights and stuff, and Holly Holm with that kick and stuff. But most of the other fights, I mean, they've been gone to decision, and Pena went to decision the last time too, even though it was a clear 40 or 50-44 or whatever you want to say. But I think this fight goes to decision as well. I think she's going to win at least 4 of the 5 rounds, and Nunes plus 300 for a decision is not a bad look. I think I might throw a little bit on that. I'm looking at that I'm like focusing in on that, but I love the overs in this fight for any over you like. Obviously, if you do the lower ones, it's safer, but it's a 5-round fight too. Usually fighters in the first round, they like to feel, get the reads and this and that. And the first round's kind of like a, whatever happens, and then we're going to get to work in the second. So over 1.5, I think it's an easy hit. And Nunes, I mean, man, I love the decision. Nunes decision plus 300.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, she can get the finish, but Aldana's tough. She hasn't been finished in a while.
She really is. I think she got knocked out by the one girl that beats up that one girl like 175 pounds in the PFL, Perchenko or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
and another thing
that girl's
too,
a beast.
Yeah. And another thing too, Aldana hasn't really made 135 in a long time.
She misses weight.
Yeah. She's either like 136 or a little bit higher than that lately.
This is a short notice fight for her too.
Yeah. And the last time she was knocked out, Tanya, is that the one you're talking about?
No, that's Tanya Ettinger. I thought she's the one that fought that Pacheco girl at one point. Somebody might have her recently.
Oh, it was her, but that was before.
Yeah, Tanya. Back in the
So last time she was finished, Aldana was in 2015. So 8 years.
Yeah, but she don't fight that much though either.
True, but she's durable.
Oh yeah, she's definitely durable. But she ain't
so I think this fight goes decision. And we've seen Nunes kind of slow down a little bit in her fights. I mean, not to say that she's gassed, but her power is doesn't really translate after the second round. Maybe it's just she loses pop,
right?
But the volume's there, and she's tough, and she'll be there. But you don't see that aggressive, I'm gonna knock you out. She's like, all right, now it's points fighting. I'm gonna do this, get some takedowns, work. She's 35 years old now, or 34.
And to see how easy Holly Holm and Chase On was able to get the takedowns, that's alarming. Bunny Hunter said Nunes beats Aldana and retires onto the sunset. Cat Lady won't be pulling off Alexa Grasso. Nunes' last fight made the champ look like an unranked fighter. Aldana's last fight nearly lost to Macy Chase On. I think Nunes' motivation to retire is on top too.
Well, I also think she wants to fight. I think she also wants to fight Pena one more time.
She wants to throw her another beating, definitely.
And maybe even a super fight with Shevchenko.
Yep. Mushroom is on inside the distance. Okay. I like that. I'm with you, Mushroom. Nunes plus under 2.5. That's good, and that'll pay something pretty good odds, probably even money or something like that, or better because under 2.5. Under 2.5 is almost even money.
Yeah, it'll probably be plus 150 range.
Tyler, here's sharp money too. Sharp guy, man. Said I'll be astonished if Nunes loses here. So
I would be too.
Strong words, and I like I said, sharp dude. So I'm liking that. Izzy Derek said I think Nunes has most of the advantages in this fight. I just have this feeling. I went big on Aldana, even though I don't see how. Hey, man.
Shot in the dark.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta believe what you can't see.
Money
Hunter said, Johnny Benil, I'm going to smash your boy. That's what he said.
Smash is a strong word. I don't think so, dude.
I like the freaking Khabib thing that they made where he's like, when you come home with the 3 or whatever, and he's like, nobody knows, smash him. Because you smashed him today. On the over 2.5, might do a round ladder upwards. Okay.
I like the overs a lot. I think the decision hits.
Mushroom says Nunes smash. I might have to put her in something. Hold up. I played Nunes inside the distance at plus 100. I need to now play Nunes by decision, and that's free money. Yeah, as long as she wins, you're getting either plus money or plus 300.
Yeah, I would say put a half a unit on the
Or
decision.
Plus 500 or 300?
300.
for decision. And that could easily happen too. She could just take her to the ground, beat her up in her guard, half guard, back to guard. They're standing up. Now they both lost a little zip off their punches. Definitely.
Yep.
Amanda Sub at plus 500. And yeah, definitely.
It's
In the
possible.
black belt in jiu-jitsu, definitely possibility. Mushroom, great show and breakdown as usual, Cody and Johnny. Appreciate you, Mushroom. And everybody too. Mushroom's show is going to be starting at 10 o'clock, right?
30
10
minutes.
o'clock. 10 o'clock, Mushroom. Put up the time and stuff. You can put up a link if you want to, Mushroom, in the chat right here. And everybody go check out his show at 10 o'clock. It's a great show. I'll be there talking to. Derek said fight ends by finish. Algorithm says lock. Yeah. I wonder what the inside the distance is. Or fight is probably pretty jacked up for fight doesn't go.
Yeah, Nunes is like, I think. I mean, I think Tyler got a good line, but I think it's like minus 120 range, minus 130 for Nunes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking at? Or like just fight doesn't go the distance?
Let's see. Does fight go the distance? No, is minus 250. That's not bad though, you know?
Yeah.
Because Aldana has her
the
chances
over,
too. She's got knockout power and submission.
Yeah, the over 1.5 is minus 245, 250 range. So they're the same price.
Yeah. Yeah. Mushroom said two of the sharpest and realest in the game. Appreciate that coming from a sharp and real dude yourself, Mushroom.
Yes, sir.
Motherfucking Smokes in the building at the UFC during the main event. Henry Cejudo, Aljamain Sterling didn't even care. That's hilarious, gangster. I wish I'd have been there. I'd be like, yes. That's just a wild thing to do. I like it. Jumbo says, so what's the safest parlay for my account? I like the Fugitt under 2.5 and give me the olives under 2.5.
I like those two. I would throw in, you can do like the Belbita Oliveira over. I know that's juiced to the 9s though, but I think it's safe. What else do I got? I like those two, Cody. I like those. Let me look real quick. See what I got. I don't even remember.
I wonder if
I like Amanda Nunes just money line. I mean, that's a good one.
Run to the casino tonight. I just want the only thing that they don't have up.
I like Ige money line too.
I think that's gonna be a tougher fight. I would go with on the
depending on what odds
I
you are
think
looking
Miranda
for.
Maverick will have an easier fight with Jasmine than Ige will have with Landwehr. Like I think Landwehr is a tough fight than Jasmine.
I'm gonna say it's kind of gonna be I think it's gonna be the same.
Barriault's money's coming down. He's only minus 135 now.
I like him a lot.
Let's see what they got.
I think that's the best value is Barriault.
So that's minus 170 for that over, and I really think that over 2.5 hits. So I'll probably play 340 to win 2 on that. Because let's see, I don't know if they'll like. I don't think that they give me that fucking option of like fight will start round 3.
Like I don't know if that bookie does. Not for sure.
June 28th, man, I'll be it'll be legal here. So let's see. Mushroom says, see you all at 10 p.m. on Mushroom MMA YouTube channel. Everybody should get there and watch this. Great time. A lot of great people in the chat too. A lot of sharp cappers, sharp chat for sure. Ryan Jordan, Nunes, second round ground and pound TKO. Aldana is obviously very well rounded, but she showed some holes recently against Macy, and Nunes is just so goated. I agree with that, Ryan, for sure. That was a good breakdown. Nunes locked the card. Easy money from Carlos. Thanks for all the hard work and all the support, Cody and Johnny. Thanks for all yours too, Mushroom.
Appreciate it, Mushroom.
Like I said, man, I seen you out here supporting for a long time. So that's why it's awesome when you started a channel and doing all that. And that's why we support back, because fucking hell of a dude. Daz, thanks, Cody and Johnny. Hugs for both. Great pod. Thank you, Daz. And Daz, another one. Daz,
hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses, Daz.
When I first got into the game, them are two of the dudes that I would notice in the chat because their names, and they were everywhere, every chat I went to. So it's like they're like Daz and Mushroom. I want to see Daz start a channel, bro. Daz should start a channel.
Close. He's already doing the bets on Twitter.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because like I said, you're part of the community, Daz. You know everybody's going to support your ass. You know that. You know that,
sure.
Daz. So, Silky B, Mushroom in the house. What's up, Silky B? Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, too. And then shouting out Mushroom. One of the best names in the game. Ryan said, excellent show, dudes. Always grateful. Everyone have fun this weekend. Yes, man. Everybody, Silky B, Ryan, Daz, Mushroom, Carlos, Jumbo, Loco, Derek, Izzy, Tyler with 138, Bunny Hunter. Everybody, Pink Floyd's always coming out every single weekend. Trying to go through here. Mayor Ravs, appreciate you coming in and listen to us on the way home from work. WW. Everybody, man. I know I'm probably missing some people. I hate Shafiq. Victor, SK, Bruce, KO, everybody. Lay was in here earlier. Lou Betcha, everybody, man. Appreciate everybody that came out and hung out. Dave's not here. See you in there too, man. Appreciate it, man. I thank all you guys. We will be live Saturday with a really good pre-show. We got a new guest we're bringing in. If you're on Instagram, you may know him. And then we got Artem MMA Analysis, big guest there. He's all over Instagram, Twitter, all that. Or not Twitter, but YouTube. And then we're gonna have my boy Mr. Plus Money on. So he's got a $100 ticket on the Heat to win the NBA championship that pays 21 grand. So all through the playoffs, he's had this ticket going. It's been a whole thing. It's really cool. So we're gonna have a great time as usual. So Shafiq right here. Let's go. Mushroom, Pink Floyd. Forgot to say your name earlier, man. Good luck to you. Bunny Hunter, Silky, Daz, Tyler, everybody, man. Can't wait to do another show with you too, Tyler and Mushroom.
We'll
Can't wait to get you on the show.
Both you guys,
Yep. Everybody have fun. I'm about to rush to the casino, get these winning bets in.
Go get those bets in.
Take all them turds money. Because like I was saying on the show, man, the only way they can beat us is if they fucking cheat us with that Kai Car front shit. I'm going to end it with that. See you guys. See you guys on Saturday. Good luck, everyone.
Yes, sir. Take care, guys.
Boom.